I hope you know that you have wandered into the chat, and with me today for the Writeathon Chat number 3 is the lovely Charlie. Hello. And the wonderful Megan. Hello. And the fantastic, but maybe a little bit at her minimum, Steph. Steph was regaling us with her woes, her writer woes, right before start, and we lost track of time.
Sorry.
So maybe it's time for a drink.
Yeah, the sad part is, like, I have an automator script that could fix all this, but
yeah, like literally 1,000 miles away.
Yeah, so that's what I've been doing.
Oh.
So I have like the format because when I was drafting book number 3, which is due in a few months, in my mind, I decided that I have it all formatted, like the margins and the title page, how I want it. So I just did the same thing for this book that I'm basically typing over from the beginning. I mean, not totally redoing it, just correcting my errors. And like there are some times where it said here instead of her, or there was no E in the, and other weird things that was not in the proof copy. That's what
Gremlins got you hardcore.
Makes me so now I'm never ever again using the Kindle Create program, just so you all know.
Well, yeah, okay. We've now learned the horrible, sad truth. And on that note, how about we do intros?
I'll go last.
Okay. Who wants to go first? Don't make me a sign. Remember, y'all, I was a professional school teacher. I will do it.
Hello, my name is Charlie. I do things. I'm currently writing what was supposed to be a book, and then it turned into a trilogy, and then it turned into a pentology. So 5-book series. Epic fantasy, and I'm really having fun with it, and I hope other people enjoy it when they get to see it. I do writing sprints and talk about my life and being non-binary and and writing and whatnot on my channel, Charlie Dorset, and I also do the musics, and I have another channel called Project Shadow, and my new song, Have Mercy, is out, and it's actually out everywhere. It's actually out on some streaming services I didn't know existed. So yay for that. I'm really proud of it. I hope you like it. If you're into the idea of some lo-fi gothic dark wave, check it out. And yeah, I'm very hyper today. But luckily, there's wine. That'll fix it, right?
Right? Yes. Would anyone else like to go next?
All right, it's me.
All right, Doll.
Hello there, humans. I am Dulce Silverno. I'm a partially blind own voices author, also known as the Ace from Space. I write primarily sci-fi, but as you can see from the avatar that I'm using today, which is one of my fictional characters, I also write short stories in many genres. That one over there, this avatar is from a thriller, by the way, which is available everywhere. And so, short stories in multiple genres, a little bit of poetry, and my YouTube channel is like I live stream on Tuesdays at 8 a.m. Eastern, so very early in the morning for a lot of people. And soon I will be streaming on Twitch, and I'm working on a sci-fi trilogy that I want to query, blah blah blah. But yeah, I write. That's what I try to focus my platform on, mostly my writing and the occasional talk about like how it's like to be blind and that stuff. But yeah, that's me. Hi.
All right. Would anyone else like to do an intro?
I guess I'll do my intro.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Megan McCarthy. I have a YouTube channel where I talk about my writing journey. I write a contemporary realistic fiction and currently working on this novel right now. In the editing phase, it's difficult, but other than that, that's about it.
Awesome. Steph, would you like to do an intro?
Yes, I'll do a calm and collected intro. Hi, everyone. My name is Stephanie. As you can see on the bottom of my screen, I have a YouTube channel, Instagram, Twitter. I have 2 books out there in the world, and I have another one I'm hoping to finish sometime this spring. It's a YA contemporary situated around family secrets and lies and one of the people in the family, how they deal with it, and it's all set in Oregon. That's it. That's all I got for you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're
and
welcome.
I'm Lori. And you have wandered onto my channel, and I hope this is where you meant to be. I write, well, I originally started with humorous nonfiction. And over a decade, I've been trying to, get into fiction. Through the back door. Let's be perfectly honest. I do not know what I'm doing, but I'm definitely going to have a good time while trying. And this is my channel. And every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, we do something. We don't necessarily do the same thing every week, but we definitely do something. This upcoming Monday, in part inspired by the Writeathon, we're going to talk about, on Awkward Sibling Hour, autism and PTSD recovery. It seems topical. It seems like the moment. What with so many people actually trying to do the Writeathon all 36 plus hours. And it's like, yeah, let's talk about the trauma you've inflicted on yourself and maybe others. I don't know. Starting in April, we're going to pivot from Awkward Sibling Hour to Getting Excited About Movies, where we talk about storytelling through using movies and like when storytelling works and when it doesn't work, why, what can we do to fix our own storytelling challenges? That's what we talk about. And I think there's going to be several people who are going to be so super stoked about a very special season 2 of Getting Excited About Movies. I mean, like, y'all, I've been sitting on this for weeks now. It is going to blow your minds. I think you're all going to have like a freaking amazing time.
Does that mean we're going to have a Zack Snyder Shade Fest?
I mean, it could happen.
Apparently that's been my job today, is just to throw shade at Zack Snyder all day.
I mean, but Zack kind of has it coming, so do you see me crying tears for Zack? No. No, I'm not sorry for Zack one iota. So yeah, that's what we're doing. And then I think we're just here to chat. That's literally our job, is to shoot the breeze. Everybody's got a drink, hopefully.
Yeah, I just made iced tea while everybody was talking.
Delicious. I've got Appalachian sipping cream in chocolate coffee caramel. Oh
Oh my god!
Which, if you've never had, I mean,
oh my god, it is decadent.
It is a mortal sin. You will have to go to confession the next day if you're Catholic, because it is definitely a mortal sin, but it is worth the risk.
Luckily,
So, yeah.
I'm pagan. We don't do confessions and shit.
CB, I'm so happy to see you here. And I think it's like so late your time. I'm so thrilled that, you tried to keep little eyelids open long enough with little toothpicks to make it here. Hope you sleep well, sweetie.
Yeah, it's like 2 a.m. in the UK. So
I think so. Yeah,
it is. Congrats.
We're just going to default to Doll to tell us all the time zones as these questions come up.
This is Doll's
That's a good idea.
superpower. At least one of them.
One of her many superpowers, and I'm here for this. Yes.
I always know what time it is everywhere in the world, but we're gonna have daylight saving time changes, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
now is one of those.
complicated.
Now is one of those times when I gotta check the world clock app
Yes.
at least for 2 seconds, and then I will just know what time it is everywhere again.
Yes. Hello, Miguel. We just got started, and I saw that you're asking what are we going to talk about. Obviously, we're going to talk about writer woes because Stephanie was like, y'all wouldn't believe what just happened to me today. Welcome to my hell. And it's like, all right, let's get the chat, loaded up first. So, by the way, y'all, I very much enjoyed seeing you all dance while I was playing the little countdown timer. It's so great to just see like a whole little row of little squares of people going boop, 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 And I'm like, yes, I love this. This is adorable. I just love y'all all. You're so great.
See, this is why I rarely turn on the camera.
So we can't see you just bop along.
Right.
See, this is where I'm having like a perverse joy in the fact that, and I like my confession time that this happened to Stephanie, because I had mentioned this happening to me on numerous occasions, and people called me crazy and said it didn't happen, and it just happened. It just happened to her.
Yes.
I don't know what it is. It's something about when the file processes, and it's specifically a problem with Amazon. And I've noticed it no matter what program I use. Once it gets uploaded and it does that 1 minute, I have to reformat this thing that you just spent days formatting. 1 moment, please. And then you look through it and you're like, this isn't what I gave you. Why are there words spelled rugged here? I fixed them. I can show you the real thing. And so I just feel personally validated. And if nothing else comes from your sorrow, and I know it doesn't matter because like the pain, I know it. I at least feel validated. Somebody else is
right. I know. I get what you mean. Like, look, I'm not crazy. I promise you.
It's not just me.
Miguel, we were talking about how long the chat would go, and it's probably going to be at least an hour and a half, maybe up to 4 hours. No promises. Mostly because Charlie and I are just like, we could just take this on tour. We just could literally be sleep deprived for 3 days and still just tell stories to each other.
I have never done that ever. I don't know what you're talking about.
Also, there is one person that I haven't mentioned is here, but he's not here. And that is our secret little Tom, the tech producer. He's here, but he's not here. You know, sometimes you can catch a leprechaun for a minute and then they gotta go. But he is running the chat, like everybody's, you know, stuff showing up and like this banner and everything. So
I am nervous because
because Tom's in the back wings behind the scenes, just like
because Tom has my book.
Oh yeah, Tom has been coming home from food delivery every day saying, okay, so, and telling me all about chapter by chapter.
Oh my God, no!
Yes. He loves it so much. But he did already tell me that he has already asked you, like, Grandma Felicia gets her comeuppance. Please say she does, because she has done a terrible, horrible crime.
Yep.
And he's like, I can't live in this world if she doesn't eventually get her comeuppance. He literally told me that before I think he messaged you. And I was like, well, I hope so, because, yeah, that's a terrible crime. I say that as somebody with naturally curly hair.
Look, it's a trilogy, so I cannot, like, the first book is the first book. But I have things in store for everybody in this trilogy. Like,
that's Tom, by the way. Tom delivers is Tom. That's Tom. He's in the chat doing double duty. But yeah, just so y'all know.
Yeah, Grandma Felicia, like I have to say, I smile every time I hear a beta reader or someone who reads the thing, and it's like, I hate this woman, and I'm like, thank you.
Yes, I'm
doing the
job right.
It's a good thing then. It's working. It's working.
Yes. So yeah, Tom's been coming home every day telling me about the story thus far. Yes.
I'm so sad. I accidentally closed the window that had the. I haven't got a chance to read it yet because my computer closed the tab that it was on.
Oh, you know, Megan, I don't know if you listen to audio, but Tom converted Doll's story to so Google Books can read it out loud to him. So
that's nice.
If you listen to audio, that might be an option, and we can just send it to you that way.
Yeah.
Hello, Laura.
I'd have to figure out how to set that up, but yeah.
Yeah, we can send that. Don't worry.
Yeah.
We'll get it to you, and if you don't have it within 3 days, you let us know, okay? Because ADHD is real.
Yeah,
it's
you
real
have
bad this week.
You have permission to get it, sure. Like,
well, Megan was in that chat on Monday, Doll.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it was for
it. Yeah,
it was for the chat. It was for people in the chat.
Can I just say, I may have to go back and grab the VOD of this just to get the sound of Doll's panic. That there was something. Just
Well, this
like
is streaming on Twitch, Charlie. So if you want to go make that clip, because
Oh,
I
I'm gonna
don't know
do it
how to
right
do
now?
that. Yeah.
No.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Don't tempt me.
That's kind of actually the real reason I keep streaming to Twitch is just so Charlie can make clips because I don't even know how to do that, and I know Charlie loves it, and I'm like, this is the one thing I can do.
Please, no. Charlie, I beg you. No.
Just send me the
See,
link.
now I'm tossed up between my love of Doll and oh my god, that was one of the greatest sounds
was pretty
ever
awesome, too.
made
It was
on
pretty
this
awesome.
physical plane.
We can just like not tell anybody who it is when Charlie like makes a great remix. Yes, this is also streaming on Twitch, y'all. So if you would prefer to watch this on Twitch, it is available. Real quick before I forget, there's a bingo link pinned to the chat because we're going to play bingo, and it's pretty much just while we talk. You can play bingo. There are prizes. So let us know when you have bingo. We go by the honor system. Hello, Maggie. It's lovely to see you, sweetheart. So, and if you don't have the bingo link, let me know, and I will send it again.
I just have to say, I don't know if what just happened with Doll counts as compliment bondage or not, but like we can go there.
Close, yeah. Compliment bondage is on the bingo.
I was looking
Take
at
him.
the part.
Take him. That's Tom, by the way. Tom is literally just making up all of these things. It's like he's the ghost in the machine.
Wait.
He's that little mischief maker.
We
What-
all need a Tom behind the scenes.
I have to agree, and I wish I could run him out to all of y'all.
Wait, Charlie, what did you just say before all that?
Oh, I was just asking if what we had done counted as compliment bondage, because
Oh, okay.
that's on my bingo card.
Okay.
I mean, you know how we go. We go by the honor system, and if like you're like that's compliment bondage, go for it. Or if you're like, I need it to squeal a little harder.
No. You don't do that, sweetie,
the compliments
because like
in the
I will
chat,
sit there and go, oh, someone sneezes. That's you. Okay, I did it. Click. Okay. Somebody has a snack. I'll be right back.
As I said, just let me know when anybody hits bingo. It's just we're gonna do the simple 4. So however you want to interpret it, and let me know. What I did was I made digital badge pictures, specifically tailored to this chat. And if you want, I can, if you win one of the bingos, let me know. And I can even personalize it with your name or username on it. Just let me know. And then how can I send it to you? Email.
Wait.
Yeah.
Where are the bingo templates?
Well, like I sent you one in case you can't see, like I don't know if your screen reader will show up, but I do. Let's see. I've got a link. Here is the bingo link again. I'm going to send it to both Twitch and YouTube. There's the bingo link. For anybody who wants to play along, you don't have to, but you can. And yes, if you feel like the squares you have are not as good as they could be, you could always refresh and get a new generated bingo card. I don't care. It's your whatever you want to do. We go by the honor system here. And just let me know when you hit bingo. And then if you want it personalized and where I can send it to you, how can I get this image to you? And then you can post it on whatever you want, or you could just like cuddle your little digital badge to your little digital heart and go, this is it. I won this. This is what I won during Writeathon. I won this. The ghost of the machine operates on its own. So anyhow,
Very happy.
we were discussing, should we do a 5 or 10 minute timer just to give everyone time to, if they need, maybe a moment break or to go get themselves a glass of wine or water or a snack
Or tea?
Or ice cream decadently covered in whipped cream. I mean, I'm just throwing that out there, y'all. It's just something that can happen.
Y'all with the ice cream. I'm just saying, like, I don't know how to retaliate on this hard enough. Like, y'all are just. I'm still craving dilly bars because y'all.
Okay, so let me tell you, Tom got from Baskin Robbins Love Potion 31. I want to describe this to you now. It is white chocolate ice cream with raspberry ice cream, and they're like jumbled together with swirl ribbon of raspberry, and then dark chocolate chips and chocolate fudge hearts throughout. And I have to tell you, as far as ice cream visuals, it is the most gorgeous ice cream I have ever seen in my life. It is beautiful, and it tastes, holy cow, does it taste? The ghost says it is so good. It's a limited time ice cream, and I'm like, look, do we need an excuse for ice cream? Because I could definitely go get that love potion. It is so good. I don't know if it makes me feel loving, but it definitely makes me happy. Like, it's so yummy.
This is the moment that I realized that Glory has figured out that if I drool, my lighting makes it like glitter on the corners of my mouth.
Yeah, baby.
And she's like, just looking for the glitter, just like,
yes.
Gonna make you glitter.
Ooh, lemon pie ice cream. Oh my god. I didn't know that existed, but now I want it.
What's the brand? I need to know what this is so I can go buy some.
Yes,
this is one of those Canadian things that we can't get down here because we're second-class citizens. There's so many things that Laura's like, I have this thing. It's wonderful. And I'm just like, yeah.
Canadians really know how to snack, y'all.
Yes.
Okay, they have Blizzard chips, and it's real. And they're so good. And all it is pretty much just eat snacks during a blizzard. That's really what it is. Now, Megan.
Yes.
I don't know what your level of food preparation interest is, but I can give you my mother's and my recipe for lemon icebox pie, and there is no baking involved. It stars Cool Whip. And I'm here to tell you that if you take the graham cracker crust and you just break it up and then you pour the stuff on top and then refreeze it, it would probably be very similar, maybe better, there I said it, to the lemon pie ice cream. I'm just saying. Because it's like all it is prepare your irresistibles. I've never even seen that, but it sounds great. Hi, to Mama. So all it is so you get a graham cracker crust, your choice. Oh, you know me so well, Maggie. I mean, seriously, I love orange chicken and broccoli and chocolate. I'll get to Colorado in just a few minutes. No, wait a second. So you got your graham cracker crust, or frankly, you could just use crushed graham crackers. I'm not judging.
That's what I'm here for.
A tub of Cool Whip.
Okay.
If you use the small tub of Cool Whip, like the 8-ounce tubs, and you use the 6-ounce frozen concentrate lemonade.
Okay.
It needs to be the frozen concentrate lemonade, preferably like Minute Maid, because they have lemon oil in it and it tastes a million times better. But great value is pretty good too.
Oh my god, what's
and the
the
last
noise?
ingredient, sweetened condensed milk. Yes, we come and we serve, ma'am.
Nice.
All you do in the bowl is you pour the whole can of sweetened condensed milk and the thawed frozen concentrate lemon juice, so concentrated. Stir it.
Who's
Stephanie,
making?
can I just mute you for just a moment? I'm sorry. Sorry. You stir those two together.
Hey guys, does that count as technical difficulties?
Yeah. So you stir those two, the thawed frozen concentrate lemonade and the sweet condensed milk, and let it sit for at least 5 minutes. It will thicken in like a like the poor man's lemon curd. By the way, I've used it as that, and nobody has ever been able to tell me that it wasn't lemon curd. Like people are like, "Oh, your homemade lemon curd's so good, Gloria," and I'm like, "Thank you, I'm posh." And after 5 minutes, you then just fold or frankly stir. Let's be honest, it's thawed Cool Whip. You just stir this baby in, pour it into the graham cracker crust or the crushed up graham crackers or whatever, and just freeze it for about 4 hours or till you cannot bear it any longer. So like an hour. And then you could like eat out of the container. You could put it on a plate or a bowl and pretend that, you know, you're posh. I don't know. You could eat it out of a mason cup. I'm not judging. I would do it too. So, and you're done. And that's literally it. That's literally it. It will
Wow.
keep in the freezer for about 3 months. And then it starts drying out. Have I still eaten it? Yeah, I really enjoyed how it's like kind of like semi you ever had the NASA ice cream? You know, the astronaut.
Oh yeah, I love that
Kind of
stuff.
starts getting like that. And frankly, I still enjoyed it. So I'm, and like this has been a family favorite for literally decades. So I'm just throwing that out there. All it is, if you include graham crackers, it's 4 ingredients, and it is so easy.
Wow. Yeah, that sounds so easy.
It is really decadent. So
Sounds
I just,
delicious.
like now, is it sugar free? Hell no. You could try to use the sugar free stuff. I have no idea how it would work out. Because our family's like, look, in for a penny, in for a pound. Just enjoy it and just eat maybe a little less if you can.
My grandfather once told me, if you don't have to take 2 shots of insulin before you have dessert, then the dessert was a failure.
Like a real governor. So there's the recipe. And I hope you have the recipe button on your bingo card. Remember, you can just click on them. You don't have to keep track of them. You just click on your bingo card. Every time something happens, let me know when y'all hit bingo. Aw, thank you, Tom. Yes, if you feel like clicking,
Actually,
like
there are more than 10 viewers here, so bingo.
There you go. Awesome. Doll, do you want me to personalize your bingo badge?
No.
No?
I said no. I said yes.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. Oh, because I was like, okay, if you don't want it, I respect your choices.
No. I realized at the very last second that I said yow, but
okay. All
but
right.
I did the inbred thing, and I was like, no, I shouldn't have said that.
What do you want? Do you want me to put your whole name, or do you want me to put like @doll, like one of your usernames? How do you want it personalized?
Or just just the name, Dal Cecil Bruno. And yeah, the bingo row that I have is like you've written anything today?
Nice.
A streamer is promoting their book, baby. Yes, because Stephanie did, and I promoted my thriller thing. So yes.
I'm gonna make sure I'm spelling your name right. Because I have dyslexia and it's real.
We need to talk about that.
Yeah. Okay.
I had so hoped to get stuff done today. Because I was like, I technically had a pain-fueled vacation over the last week, so I should be like primed and ready to go for No, that's not how that worked.
That's literally not how it works.
That's not how that works.
All right. Doll, should I send it to you on Instagram?
Yeah.
There is dolls, and let's see. How can I share it so y'all can see? Because you're like, we need to see it too, Glory. I agree. I know. I get it.
Bingo. That was quick.
Look, I got them all prepared. I just have to personalize them.
Oh, no.
Yes. So, log in.
I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again, because maybe I'll actually do it this time. I really want to start handing out demerit badges here on the author tube, because I miss doing that at conventions, and there's been no conventions for a very long time. And
I know, you told me I won one.
Yeah, and then I'm a terrible human being.
I'm still holding out hope. Okay, can you see this? Yes.
Oh, so pretty.
Oh, thank you. There is dolls. What do y'all think?
Love it.
I love
I
it.
love that.
Thank you. I made that one for a doll. Everybody's looks unique. It's like I've really just played around. So yay, we have our first winner. There's like about a dozen more. So let me know when you hit bingo. And they're different. So
It looks kind of a little bit like an Aries.
I like
do that.
the like dragony kind of face.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I liked it. I just was like,
Cute.
yeah.
I love it. I'm putting this somewhere.
Well, I mean, I figured like you could at least post it to Instagram or something. So that's why I'm like, man. You can like, look what I won, y'all. Haha. I grew up in an era of badges. You know, like as a Girl Scout, we'd have badges, and Boy Scouts had badges, and it was like, look what I did! I did all these things, and I love badges. And I'm very disappointed adulthood doesn't involve badges.
I grew up, like most of my formative years were spent in either the punk or the goth subcultures, and everything was about buttons. Like you knew that somebody liked you because they took a button off their jacket and gave it to you. Like
Yes,
that's
I grew
like,
up in that.
they were. That was like the currency of affection, and they were almost all homemade buttons too. Like, I miss that. I miss that so much.
Tom got me this for my birthday last year. For the next time we go to conventions. Oh, there's another one. And then this one.
Oh, whale.
Oh, whale.
I love that.
Yeah, and I was like, because like I'm used to wearing them for sci-fi conventions that you wear them and then you can trade with other people as a form of like becoming friends with somebody, or they did you a favor, or just because you're like, you need this here, and you take it off of yours and you give it to them.
By the
And
way,
I
for
love it.
people playing bingo, that's showing off toys.
Yep, it is showing off toys. You're absolutely right. Hi, Tessa.
Hi.
Hi, Tessa.
More cards.
Hi, everybody.
You're no longer ascendant.
I just got down my other stream. I'm here. Boom.
No, last time I saw you was on the stream earlier today when the sun came in right behind you and you looked like you were gracing us all with a heavenly glow.
It's dark out there now, no sun. Wow. So I just came from another, straight from the other one. It just ended. Now here I am.
Great.
Buttons are important. I will like fight for buttons being a thing because we all like to have something that identifies us, and when it's something that's generally personalized, generally homemade, and something that actually means something to both you and the community, like it is one of the least harmful things that fandom has, because button makers are not very expensive, and just one person in the friend group has to have one, and then everybody can make their buttons with that one. It's a wonderful, like, low cost way to just show involvement.
When I was a kid, what I most wanted was one of those button makers. I didn't know how crappy the cheap ones were, but like the nice ones are like $200, and I never could convince my local public library service when I worked there to buy one. I got so close, y'all. I got so close to getting him to spend the money, and then the director changed, and it was like, well, there goes that dream. But anyhow, but it was like, yeah, because then you can make your own homemade buttons and then give them to people. Like, hi, welcome to the 80s and 90s, where this was like how people bonded, and I don't know, it was awesome.
And when
Did you guys? Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just going to tell a really obnoxious story, so that's fine.
Oh no, go ahead, Charlotte. We like your story.
All right, for the bingo card, that's you go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Yep, that is one of the bingo cards.
I'm the bingo announcer.
We used to have like fish bowls at most of the stores that were just filled with buttons that somebody there had made, and it was like you popped in a quarter and just picked a random button out. Like buttons were such a thing.
And it was so wonderful because also it was a bonding, like, because you'd have buttons that maybe you weren't into, but then when you meet somebody, you're like, oh, is this button for you? And you just give people buttons. It was a really nice way to like form friendships or just brighten someone's day. Maggie says
like
we got a laminator for the school and created badges instead of buttons for all the kids. Oh, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
I love it. Let's bring back buttons and badges.
Yes. I am all for this. A friend of mine.
Tessa, my brother Tom is behind the scenes here in StreamYard, running the chat and the banners and stuff. So that's
Okay.
I knew you maybe hadn't seen it because we're coming in later.
A friend of mine
No, I didn't see what was going on.
had one of those really nice sewing machines that you could set up a pattern in it and have it automatically embroider stuff.
yeah.
And she used to make, she still does, makes all kinds of like cloth badges and stuff.
Yes, the monogram type. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I've always wanted one of those monogram or embroidery type sewing machines that you could program like and load from your computer, like with a USB of like, yes, that would be awesome.
And the thing that took over the conventions recently was getting customized poker chips with something on it. And then like that's like the badge of honor is how many poker chips were you able to get?
Yes.
Because everybody had a secret thing that if you did that thing, you got a chip. And at the end of the convention, like, which chips did you get?
Yeah, sort of like, well, you've earned this one. I mean, have you accidentally ever wandered into an orgy? Multiple times. I think I should get a badge for that. I thought I was here for a different sort of meeting, but hell, if you ladies have snacks, okay.
My personal favorite is the dandelion one, which is really hard to get because you have to accidentally start a drum circle that goes until dawn.
That is a very difficult badge to get.
Not as difficult as you'd think. I've got like 6. But maybe I'm just that kind of person.
Oh my gosh.
Also, Chandra is in the chat.
Hello, honey. Hello. Yes, the party has begun.
Be warned, Chandra. There's wine.
There is wine. Does everybody have a libation or at least hydration?
I have iced tea. There is bingo. There is wine. There's a party. You found the party.
I've got my iced tea and I've got my Appalachian sipping cream. That's chocolate, coffee, caramel, I think.
I'm jealous in a good way.
And the dangerous thing is, I don't just have a cup. I've got like a whole bottle over here, and I'm home alone. So
I heard.
into it right
Now, I heard there is vodka in this house. Now, I don't know where my roommate keeps it. So I should ask her. But
just for knowledge purposes.
Right.
But you never know when you're going to need it.
Like, yeah, you never know when you're going to need to like clean ink out of fabric. Vodka is useful for that.
So I have no wine.
What kind of wine you got, sweetheart?
I have no wine.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said you have the wine.
Nope. I have no wine. And my margarita mix is out.
Oh,
No beer. Absolutely nothing. The only alcohol that's in the house is this like twisted tea something that my husband drinks. Like that you mix it with soda. I'm like, because it tastes like iced tea, but there's alcohol in it. I'm not a big fan of iced tea. I'm like, I'll give it a try. I deserve something today.
Honey,
I
got water.
Our condolences. Yes, ma'am. I'm like, I'm not pitying you, but I genuinely am like, my dear friend Stephanie, if only you did not live literally thousands of miles away. We have to fix this travesty that you
need a bottle of Chardonnay because Chardonnay tastes like tears and sadness. So
I usually have.
I got water. I got
wine, and now it's all gone. I don't know.
water. Yes, this is it.
You got some water?
That's got some water.
Water?
That's the only thing here. Water.
Hydration counts, okay? Because Maggie's right. Hydrate or dehydrate, y'all.
I have water in it.
Watermelon tea sounds so good.
that sounds so good.
It sounds so good. I mean, look, at least y'all drink some water, something, or water. I love it. Oh, Tessa. But like drink something, hydration is important.
But that's what really nice teas are there for.
I think so.
Back in my day, we had these things called smart bars that made soft drinks in all kinds of different flavors. They were amazing.
Oh my God, that voice!
Back in my day, I had an entire cabinet of celestial seasonings and Bigelow teas. And it was every night, what shall I have, sweet Glory?
I'm sorry. I feel like all the stories I'm telling today are just old man Charlie. Like, hello. Let me go get my other cane. This one's
Yes.
too posh.
Yourself to a nice herbal tea.
No. Back in my day, when all of you were still using your diapers and you didn't even know how to change them, we used to have. I forgot the name of that. That thing that we used to have back in our time.
The thing, yes, the thing.
Well, see, this whole complex started in my head because I once did a stream. There were 9 guests on the stream. I told a story. No one understood what I was talking about, and I realized all of them were born after the events of the story.
So they were all way younger than you.
So I just need to start every tale with back in my day.
Oh my god! Yeah, I used to be the grandma in every school play, because I was the one who could make this kind of voice, and I forgot and act like I forget everything, because after a while I actually do.
I was the adult in every school play because I was 6'1" by the time I was 10. So they're like, "Oh, there's a father in this. You're playing that. Oh, there's a mother in this other play. Can you do that one too? Do you mind wearing a dress?" I'm good to go. I can do that. Yeah.
As if wearing a dress was a problem for you. Seriously.
Okay, so the funniest argument I ever had with my mother is when she yelled at me for having my girlfriend leave all of her clothes in the house because she found a whole bunch of skirts and stuff in my closet. And it was like, all the dirties that you're doing in this house, like I told you, we're a good Christian house, and you're not going to let your girlfriends leave all their stuff over here. And I'm just sitting there going, which will I get hit harder for? Her believing that I'm having sex with women in my bedroom, or those are all my clothes? Which will I get punished
These are the tough
for
questions,
worse?
are they not?
Oh gosh.
Right? Which one's worse?
So I just let her believe that they were all Dina's clothes and that she and I were doing the naughties. Because I don't think I'll get in as much trouble. It was great because she packaged it all up, shamed Dina for being a slut, and gave her the clothes. And then Dina was like, "Your mom's weird," and gave me the clothes back, and I was able to sneak them back into the room. So, circle of life, it all worked out in the end.
No, with this experiences, who wouldn't like to read Charlie's books? Seriously.
Hey, I had a really nice crushed velvet skirt in there that cost a lot of money. So I did not want to have to buy that again.
Amen.
Nope.
Short version of Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing. I love Much Ado About
I
Nothing.
do too. It's one of my favorites. It's
Look at Stephanie's face.
Oh, did you try that twisted tea stuff?
Jess, what was that? It was with ginger ale and then the twisted
Yeah.
vodka tea in there to mix together.
That was quite a face.
It was Seagram's sweet tea vodka with ginger ale.
No.
Sweet. Wait, whoa.
No.
Do y'all, okay, this is how old I am. Do you remember 1.5 million years ago, there was a commercial for Twisted Tea, and it was 3 guys in the Hamptons with this terrible white boy rap. And I drank that and was like, oh, but why, God? And I, honest to God, bought a 6-pack because that commercial was so weird. I'm like, I need to know.
This stuff apparently makes you hallucinate because they thought that was a good idea. I have to try this product.
Literally for a decade, I would sometimes just pull up the commercial just to watch this because there's a long version online. And it's like 2.5, 2 3/4 minutes long. And we go all over the Hamptons. It is so awkward and weird, and I love it. It's terrible.
You're telling me they white boy rap all over the Hamptons?
Yes. Doesn't it have what's his name, who used to be married to Amy Pollard? He was in Arrested Development, and you know who I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
Like, and he does voiceover work a lot now. He's just like this nondescript white guy. I'm so sorry, y'all. You know, like, I'm sorry, but if you've seen one white guy, you've seen most of them.
I have been attacked so many times for saying that.
So,
It's true.
like, the ginger ale is fine, and it was like it's blue sky ginger ale that's like supposed to be like sugar free, and I've drank it before and it's fine.
Okay.
But I've never tried that particular alcoholic fun drink.
Nope.
I'm okay. It's fine. My husband will drink it. It's okay.
Like Steph, as the mom in this family unit, your needs are not being taken care of by the rest of the family. A mommy needs her happy juice more often.
There's usually like a couple bottles of wine in the fridge, or not in the fridge, in the cupboard, and somehow it's all gone.
That's right, because they're not taking care of mommy's needs. Okay, mommy needs her juice. Yeah, the ad did work. It's true. Like, if y'all need to see this ad. It is a train wreck.
I will be putting a link in chat because I just found.
Thank you. Please put it.
You found it?
Yes.
I need you to watch this
by
and
the
verify
prep
that
squad.
like it was just a train wreck that I'm like, I will give you my $7 for a 6-pack of this, so that I can understand how this will make me put on pink polo sweaters and traipse around yachts and think I'm cool. Of like, oh God, the wrapping is just it's so beautiful. It's a beautiful train wreck, y'all. You know how much I love beautiful train wrecks.
Oh, it's so bad. Like, this is up there with like Christian Side Hug. I mean, this is just, oh my goodness.
Megan,
So
I think Laura would like to hear about your delicious food.
So I am eating lobster ravioli, and it is really good.
Shush up. That's not delicious.
Doesn't it sound so good? She told us about it ahead of time, and she's like, I'm just going to eat during the break. And I'm like, baby, there's probably no break. Do what you got to
I'm
do.
eating now.
Yes.
I eat all the time on stream. Like, everyone's used to it. I just do
Yeah,
it
I do too. When
I don't have time. Like, in fact, I didn't even, like, the only reason I knew that there's a stream and there was space available because I was like, I'm taking a break from everything. I'm not writing. And then there's a chat notification on Instagram. I'm like, oh, who messaged me? Oh, sure. Oh, look, it's 4 minutes of streaming. Yes, I'll be there.
Awesome. I mean, I'm really glad you came, but yeah, eat away. And I'm so sorry that we can't like send you liquor.
Yeah.
Seriously, if I could like just
partay.
pour out a libation on the altar over here and it would arrive, I would like pour up like every bottle in the house because you need it. I know that pain.
Now I understand why. Okay, I'm going to show and tell you guys something. Put that on your bingo card. I'm going to show and tell. Okay, so here's my proof copy. Okay, here's how thin my proof copy is. Okay, here is the font of my proof copy. Okay, ooh, do you see it?
It looks lovely. It looks very
All right.
professional. Look at this hot mess. I'm so mad.
Oh my god.
Here's what came.
God, what the heck is
Here's what
this?
came in the mail. Okay, proof copy. On the last page, never and how and the are all spelled correctly. On the finalized version, it's all spelled wrong. Proof copy right here. Proof copy right here. Okay, and literally, there was like a few like formatting errors, like there was a return in the middle of a paragraph. No, that's not right. It was like, I'll show you what was wrong. The only thing that was wrong was this first paragraph was bigger than the rest. You see? That was the only thing that was wrong. So I thought I fixed it. I looked at it in the print preview and it said, oh, no problem. Everything's freaking great. So this book right, the proof copy, is exactly 226 pages. Okay? I use Kindle Create. Okay, don't do that again. Just do it on your own. Okay, it's frustrating to do on your own, but it'll save you the headache.
I mean, yeah,
This-
like making me so paranoid about my turn.
This is
She laughs maniacally.
here's the font.
Oh my goodness. So much bigger.
Here's the proof copy.
Oh wow,
And here's the regular, the one that came in the mail. Do you see the
that's
size
almost
difference?
large print.
Yeah. And it is a whopping 345 pages.
Oh wow.
So this costs like $3.06 to print, like the cost to print on demand. This is like $5.13.
Oh goodness.
Okay. Which is like when I did an unboxing of this package on Instagram Live, Tom saw it, and I was like made some comments like it's okay, but the font got. I was like, how did the font get so huge? When I used the same freaking program to do both.
Okay, which program was it so I avoid it?
Same.
Kindle Create.
You know, the thing that Amazon makes to make it easy for you to actually do this, like the in-house store brand.
Yeah, let's avoid it.
100% compatible with their system. You know.
No.
Wow.
I do have to
All
say,
right.
anybody who's doing any independent publishing, definitely check it. Amazon is notorious for making mistakes like this, and I don't even know how they happen. I really don't know how they happen, because how are the words literally changed?
Like here.
Because I got to the point where I was so paranoid that I would not upload until I was like 100% sure this is the final copy, because I'm like, maybe there's a glitch and it's reverting back to an early draft version of it that I put up to see how it looked and how it worked when I was trying to learn it. No, that's not what they're doing. They're just, I don't understand what's going on. But yeah, this happens.
It's a conspiracy to make every self-published
Right here,
book a
on the very
horror.
very top line. Okay, let's see. See the very top line where it says
Yeah.
never.
For me, I asked. You're a pathetic epic.
Yeah, and do you see where it says never?
Yeah.
And it's spelled correctly.
Yes, you never should.
That's on the proof copy.
Okay.
It's highlighted here.
What the heck?
E.
Okay. For people playing bingo, this is the show and tell.
Don't tell.
Yes.
I did it just so you guys can get the bingo.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why. Amazon's
why
in
I
on
did
this to help y'all get bingo. Let me know when you get bingo.
And also, like, if you want to save steps and use Kindle Create, don't. Yeah. I had troubles the first time with my first book, but I just thought it was because it's my first time using it. And oh no, Lucy, I went through my copies, the final copy. So this one is the proof copy, and then I just fixed the formatting. And then when they sent me the 15 books that I ordered to sell to people in person, I noticed there was some errors. So I've been going through and highlighting what's wrong, because my plan was to get the file on my computer and just go through and find the errors in it and just correct it to correct the errors. But I have no file on my computer.
What could have happened?
Gremlins, or I don't even know. Like, what I know what happened is the only version of this that I have is in the stupid program I won't use anymore, and it's not there. Like, it just disappeared from the Kindle Create program on my computer.
Wow.
So I don't know what the crap I did. And that doesn't make sense. Like, why would the proof copy have it spelled correctly? And all I did was fix that first paragraph
the only
on
thing that I
the
can figure is they were upset about the how did their press release actually say it? The plethora of misspelled words in independently published work. And they actually installed a spell checker. Like if you have anything published through them, it will send you a notification if it thinks that you've spelled anything wrong, which, can I just say, as a sci-fi fantasy writer,
Is a pain in the neck.
Can I just say,
Heather.
can I just say, as a writer who includes other languages in her work,
it's a bit of a nightmare.
yes,
because it doesn't understand that it's not. Anyway, I'm wondering if they tried to have they set up an algorithm to autocorrect, and that's the only thing I can imagine that would insert errors after the fact.
It was just weird, the places that
Maggie says, I had a problem with Amazon where one of my books ended up with formatting errors all over the place, and another reverted to the placeholder draft copy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Amazon is problematic. There's a reason why I've often said, like, I want to build my author business on Patreon and just give people my books there for being patrons, as well as other things.
Yeah.
Because at least with BookFunnel, I know what book you're getting.
Yes.
And I'm not supporting Jeff Bezos, but that's a whole other. That's a whole other issue. But
no, like maybe I don't know. Tamama asked me if I used an old version I uploaded, but I don't see how. Because
but you'd probably still know how to spell never.
Right.
Yeah.
So like literally all I did with the proof copy, I went in and I fixed the font for the first paragraph because it was different. And that's all I did.
Yeah, it shouldn't. I played around with Kindle Create because I pay for Vellum, and that's not an insubstantial amount of fun.
Right. That's some serious money.
It's not an inexpensive program, and I was hoping that it would be a valid replacement for Vellum, so that when time came to have to re-up, I could just be like, hey, I'll use that other thing. And I have found both Kindle Create and just uploading to KDP in general to be problematic. But it's not any better if you use a go-between that sends the file over. So if you use like a draft to digital or any of those that do your rights management for you, like it doesn't make it better.
Then there's this other one, like
interesting because
you see this how it's you see that line that's darkened, like bold print.
Yeah,
that bold print is not in my proof copy at all.
Okay,
like this exact page
no sense
is over here, and it's not even. So I don't even know what they did.
That makes
and I tried calling them and getting a hold of them, and it's next to impossible. So
request for anyone who stumbles upon my short story that is already published. It's on Amazon and it's on iBooks and Barnes and Noble, and because draft to digital, I use draft to digital, and I had to do the KDP thing, so I did both. If anyone stumbles upon my short story, it wasn't me, okay? If there are typos and formatting and whatever, it wasn't me. Because we edited that story to perfection, and I made it go through a formatter with Vellum, and then I uploaded the final thing to draft to digital and KDP. So if there are errors, it wasn't me, okay? The thing is, I'm blind, so if there are errors in the final published copy, unfortunately, I don't know. So
they're so hard to catch just because you never know when they're going to crop up. Like how many proof copies do you have to buy before you know what I'm saying? It's this really is one of those, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of the Tootsie Pop kind of problems. I mean,
Yeah.
Right?
So yeah, I have a short story out. If you ever read it and you find errors, I promise you, very, very from the bottom of my 2 hearts, because I'm an alien. It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
So I'm not the only one that's had issues with
No.
Amazon
No,
using
you're not alone.
Procreate. So I bought a couple of books from Sarah Sutton. She does like YA romance books. I bought 2 books from her, and one of the books was her first book that she'd written, and then when after she got done like writing her second, third, and fourth book, she went back to update the back matter. And when she went back to update the back matter, the copy I have, which is not what she has at home, the copy I have has like return in the middle of a line on the first page. And I spent like a week debating with myself whether or not to tell her. I told her, and she was thankful, because she's like, after I like finalize it and I get my copies, and then I don't ever look at it again. Like, so, and she said all she did was update like the back page about like where you can find her other books and stuff.
Yeah, it's a problem with their system. It really is. And I have never felt more validated on a stream than I do, or like right now, because I have been complaining about this since I've been on YouTube. And yeah, it is such a problem. But this is why Amazon is a trap, because they are, as somebody who's been wide for a while, 98% of the books I sell are through Amazon. So even trying to build up audiences elsewhere, it's not that easy, because that's where people go to buy their books. And you are incentivized to be exclusive with them. Like, honestly, especially with the business model that I'm doing, I should be in KDP Select and getting those sweet Knepp reads, which I miss. I miss that check. That check was a lot larger than the royalties I get now. Like, I miss that check from having the books in KDP Select.
Is that like Kindle Unlimited, or is that
that's how you get them into Kindle Unlimited.
Oh, and believe me, from a librarian point of view, the cataloger always blames the author, not KDP, for any bad formatting and misprints and spelling problems. They're like, oh, these authors, they're just treating it like a vanity press. They don't know what they're doing, versus, I swear it's not me. I swear I actually hired a copy editor, or I did it myself and I was careful. But that is not how Libraryland sees it. And they are constantly using this exact problem that you're dealing with, Steph, as the reason that they are refusing to buy, these kind of indie published books. They are using this as to like keep their elitist gatekeeping going. It was something I was fighting the whole time while I worked in public library land.
This is one of the reasons why I'm really happy that they started defacing the covers of the books with that horrible banner around it. This is a proof copy.
Yeah.
Because now you literally have proof.
Mm-hmm.
Here is the proof copy. You can see their banner around it telling you clearly that I checked it and it's fine. Like, you have literal proof, because before that, people are like, well, you just took the picture of the books backwards or something. There was always an excuse that could be given to defend Amazon. That's obviously inexcusable, because you have the quite literal with a big gray band around it. This is a proof copy proof.
And so I have Scrivener and I write in it, but the only reason I'm not using it to format my book is because I have a lot of internal thoughts that I italicize. How do you?
Yeah,
italics in it, but it doesn't keep that when I export it from Scrivener into a Word doc form. So that's why I'm just typing it in LibreOffice.
A note for that with Scrivener: if you put asterisks, like if you use asterisks, like you would use quotation marks for thoughts, And then when you export, tick the convert markdown option. That's markdown for italicize this. If you
And does that
on either side.
I mean, I have the Windows like version 1 or whatever. I don't have the Mac version 3. Do you know what I mean?
Markdown, I think Markdown has been in the Mac version of Scrivener since 1.0. I know that because
I've only had it for like since November.
It should be in the
Nano,
when you're in
right?
the compile menu, exporting the file. One of the tabs should be multi markdown. And I very often will format things that I want to hard code for two reasons. One, if for some reason it breaks, the asterisks will go through, and I don't use asterisks in my books, so I can just search for asterisks and fix it really quickly. And if for some reason it does go through, it works fine. So it's a good safety backup.
You said it was like, what did you say it was in the?
There should be one of the options in the compile menu should be multi markdown, and you just tick the box to compile the multi markdown, and it will get rid of any of those that you use. And multi markdown is a very simple formatting language that's really easy to learn, but especially for italics for this purpose, you just start and end the sentence with an asterisk like you would a quotation mark.
Okay.
And it looks for that, and that tells it italicize what's between me.
Okay. Thank you. That will save me in the future. It'll be great.
Yeah, I've had a lot of problems with that, and if anybody's gotten any beta reads from me, and you saw italics in there, I try to remember to put the note in there because I often forget to tag that when I'm doing early exports. That's why there are asterisks in those books. It's just the markdown.
Well, see, it's not just like the spelling errors that were not there in the proof copy. It's the size of the font. Like the size of the font is a 12, not Times New Roman. In the proof copy, I know I used an Arial size 10.5.
It's not cheap to be a member, but this is where I get to get on my solidarity for everything. This is one of the reasons why it's valuable to be a member of a group like Ally, the Alliance of Independent Authors, who will go to bat for you with Amazon because they have the clout to do it. They're currently going after Amazon for their unfair practices when it comes to audiobooks. They've actually won quite a few battles on our behalf. But finding a group that has clout that can represent you, or finding somebody who has a bigger pool with them to speak for you, because any one of us sends them a ticket, they're just going to be like, whatever. But this is why I pay my Ally dues, like stuff like this right here, because anytime I've had an issue, they've been able to go directly at Amazon. Like when Shine Like Thunder got taken down for erotic pornography, there's not even a sex scene in it. I think they kiss once. Like, one. Yeah. I got mass flagged because I made somebody angry, and a bunch of people mass flagged the book as porn. Ally got it put back up. They're not an inexpensive resource, but they have helped. And if more of us...
I'm not the only one that proofreads my proof copy. I have 2 other teachers do it, English teachers. I have a librarian do it, and I have 2 other beta readers do it, and none of them caught the errors that were in the final copy, which weren't there to begin with, which makes sense. I'm like, did we all miss this? But when you compare the proof copy to the final copy,
no, you didn't. They added the errors in. Yeah.
So
I wish I knew what caused it, but it is a problem. At least, even if you're not a member of Ally, try to contact them about this, because if enough people, like everybody in the sound of my voice who's had this problem, contact them. I have been bitching at them for it, and if the more reports they get, the more seriously they'll take it.
Good point.
And so even if you're not a member, reach out to them and let them know, because they really are here for, to advocate on behalf of independent writers. So, and this is not a paid endorsement of Ally.
You're fine.
If they want to pay me, I'll take it. But
Yeah, because I was getting mad. I was like, there's a bunch of sentences that have like, quotation mark and then the first letter is not capitalized. I'm like, a lot.
Mhm.
But again, in the proof copy, they're proper. Yeah,
that's
like
what
they
I'm
should be.
excited about your case is you have a very obvious, like you can prove it, because every time I've tried to complain about this to Amazon, they were like, well, how do we know which copy is which? And like,
Mhm.
That's why definitely order proof copies.
yeah.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Good point.
It's a pain in the butt, but yeah.
So, how's everybody doing?
So my
What's wrong
public
with that
service
one?
announcement is to go through the headache of formatting yourself using a word processing document on your own. That is what my PSA is today.
Good PSA.
It's a headache, but you should do it.
And be mindful, this will crop up. This can crop up regardless of what you use. Like I really hate to be the bearer of bad news, but when it comes to Amazon, like I'm can you tell I have no love for our benevolent Lord and Master who controls all the fate before us? I mean, but I may have also had dealings with them for way too long.
Yes.
There are no bridges left to burn. It's just smoldering wreckage. And I'm stuck here on the island and I can't get out.
Yes. Yeah. It's a load of suck.
Yeah.
It is a load of suck, and yet, yeah, we're still gonna all keep writing and fighting the good fight.
Well, this is why find means that you feel comfortable promoting and promote those.
Yeah.
Like none of these places are saints. Like Amazon gets
No.
the most hate because Amazon's very easy to get after, but Google Books is a nightmare. And you think I have hate for Amazon? Don't get me started about Google Books. Like I have feels about them. Like every one of them will find every means they can to just screw you over. And that's why you have to think about this as a business.
Yes, I
Like,
agree.
No emotions, just shut it all off and just get vicious back. It also helps if you
Oh,
have friends and family that
but
are
they don't do that to traditionally published books, do they?
no.
No,
Of
because they
course
have
they
clout.
don't.
And that's what I will say, having experience in other organizations and other industries, it is advantageous to find a group, an organization, an association you can join that, is going to try to advocate for you. At least, find one you can afford to join.
Glory, not in the States. What do I do?
There is actually international associations
Awesome.
also.
Actually, Ally that I've been mentioning is international. Orla, I believe, she still live in Northern Ireland, or did she move back to Great Britain? Anyway, she's in England. They are all over the world. They're a direct, a direct line to them. You also have Fairtube has started organizing for YouTube, YouTubers, and have you noticed some of the quality of life improvements in the creator dashboard? Guess who got those? So, and they have no membership fees for the next, I think, year or 2 years. They got an endowment from the German government, because they're headquartered out of Germany, and they're now recognized as an international union, like a fully accredited international union. They filed the paperwork and everything. So Fairtube, for all of you YouTubers, definitely check them out. There is some movement out there, but they know that we are powerless in that we can't boycott. Like, what are we going to do? Like, can you imagine everybody suddenly taking their books down from Amazon? Well, that's not going to hurt them because the big four are still going to be there. Right?
Exactly.
So they don't care, and we have to find ways to make them care. And the more organized we are, the better.
Okay, so the way most international law works at a basic level is if that American company has a physical representation, like a building, an office, even just a representative who works in another country, they then do have to adhere to at least a certain level of international law, business law in that country. And so, like, for instance, Amazon does have representation in a very many countries. I don't know about all of them. Honestly, I would not expect in some of, say, more government upheaval, war-torn countries, I could see where they may not have entered yet. But wherever they have a physical presence, they are held to a certain level of international business law. And that is true of not just Amazon, but any company. It used to be more noteworthy with mail order companies.
Mm-hmm.
So, and so there are a certain amount of protections. It's varying. And so it is important to do what you can to network with various independent writing organizations, because they'll at the very least know who is working in your country, whatever your country is. That's how international business law works. And that is a very good first step, because let's be honest, for the majority of the time, authors are happy to network with each other. Social media has many evils, but it has made it easier for us all to connect with each other. Yeah. Maggie says this is the gray area because the global law and country laws are not in sync. Yes.
Well, see, this is where, like, the FairTube union getting recognized is a big deal, because that gives them certain rights in Germany, and Germany has a huge pull with the EU.
Mm-hmm.
So if they can get Germany on board with something, it'll probably pass through the EU, and the EU is a very large and growing market. So
ideally, when you're looking for an organization to join, look for under member benefits that there is some sort of legal representation, or at least where you can, as part of your membership, contact them for legal advice. Specifically, if it doesn't say your country, inquire, send them an email and ask, if I become a member, you say you're international, but can you find anyone to give me legal advice about this country where I live? And find out. Sometimes the answer is, we've never thought about it. You're the first person from your country to contact us.
Which is going to be my case.
Yeah. However, that doesn't mean we don't want that. We would love to essentially open market. They want to, like, open out. So, like, so yes, we'll see if we can find a lawyer from there, and then we'll get back to you. I've actually had that happen a couple times back when I owned a video rental store, and I joined the VSDA. And before that, I lived in the Philippines, and I still had plenty of very close friends who were like family to me, and they had video questions, like pirating questions and so on. And so I contacted the VSDA, which was like Video Software Dealers Association, which at the time I literally did not have any video software, but like American laws at the time were really weird and antiquated. So Betamax and VHS were listed legally as a video software, which, like, that is literally not what software is, but okay. So it was run on tape. They didn't really differentiate between, like, what you're thinking of, like, your A drives, the old stuff, Hello Kiddos. And anyway, so Keith Moon over at the VSDA was like, we've never had anybody ask if we could give legal advice to Filipinos in the Philippines or even abroad. But we know Filipino lawyers, so give me a month and I will fax you back. This was how long ago that he was going to fax me back, by the way. I was like, Keith, if you could email me. Eventually I got Keith to start emailing. But anyway, and they did. I know. This is how long ago. It was in the late 90s. And I am so old. And they did. They actually found a lawyer who was working in Manila and was like, I would be happy to be an international representative of the VSDA in the Philippines. And so we were actually able to help some local Filipino video stores in the Philippines join the VSDA, so specifically so they could get that legal advice they needed. This is like an important part of when you're choosing an organization to join and give them your money is, are they going to give you legal help? Because you never know when the poop is going to hit the fan. You never know. You could be thinking, I am just a children's book author, or I'm just a happy little, I write cookbooks. Nobody would ever have another problem with me because in the U.S., cook recipes cannot be copyrighted. So I'm going to never have any problems, right? And some person who is out of their gourd is still going to sue you. And suddenly you have to have court appearance in a state you don't live in, and you need help because, I mean, if you don't show up, it automatically defaults to this person who is not right in the head. Yes. It really is useful to be able to be part of an organization where you automatically get a certain level of legal representation.
Wow.
And it's very affordable when you think about it, as I can automatically have a lawyer who is available to me to write a cease and desist letter that the courts will listen to because it was drafted by a real lawyer rather than this person who's drafting their own stuff.
Which is why it's really frustrating that some of the Writers Guilds that would be the most helpful here, the Writers Guild of America, the Romance Writers of America, the Science Fiction Writers of America, are still being really, really problematic.
Shady, racist, bigoted in general, big old prejudice buckets.
To the point where it's like, do you realize, like, I could afford healthcare for me and my husband if I was a member of the SFWA, but because of the financial requirement, and yes, only if you're an independent writer, you have to show your financial statements to them to prove that you make a minimum amount per year. You don't have to do that if you're traditionally published.
Right.
Wow.
And the amount is
going on.
And the amount is technically higher than you would get on an advance on a book. So, like, we have to show that we're better than a lot of traditionally published authors. But they offer group health insurance to members.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I could, on what we make, afford to have actual health insurance for me and the hubby if I could get in. But, one, do you want to have to send your financial statements to strangers every month to prove that you're worthy of membership?
Every month? Oh, God.
Yeah, monthly.
The headache of just doing that alone.
Because if 2 months concurrently you don't meet their financial requirements, they will boot you out.
Yep. Oh, my gosh. There's a lot of elitism going on. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of gatekeeping.
Well, I call that classism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why we, unfortunately, in a lot of regards, have to deal with the groups that we can actually get access to.
Mm-hmm.
Because, and most of them are organizations started by, independently published authors who are looking to group up so that we can have some kind of collective
something.
Voice. Yeah.
I mean, in part, that's like one of my personal goals with AuthorTube is to help build a bigger, more supportive community. Because the way things currently are, there's very little mid-level writers. And when there were lots of mid-level writers had protections, writers had respect. But with there being so few mid-levels, all you have is your best-selling writers, and then you've got everybody else in the dregs.
Yeah,
It's
an
dropped.
ocean of I just published my book, but nothing writers.
Mhm. Yeah. So, like, again, that's one of the things, like, my goal being on AuthorTube is to help grow a supportive community. Because when we have clout, people will listen to us.
Yeah, but the thing with AuthorTube is like we really have to support each other.
Yep.
Yes. Yes, I really have noticed. I honestly, I got in. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all back. Here's my origin story as author tuber. I came home from the hospital. I had sepsis. Story time. I had sepsis. I was in the hospital 2019, December of 2019. I got out in January of 2020. And all I did was lay in bed because I was trying so hard still to not die while the antibiotics worked. And I had YouTube on my TV, so I would just watch whatever was recommended that looked interesting. And quite frankly, and this is true, Jenna Moressi's dog Butters, I will watch a video if there's a dog in it, y'all. And like several of her thumbnails had a picture of Butters on there, you know, where she's holding Butters. And I'm like, all right, I'll keep watching it. Well, so I kept watching every video she had of Butters. So it kept recommending. It started recommending Kate Kavanaugh to me. And again, she's got dogs. So I kept watching, looking for Buffy and Zelda and Duke. So it kept recommending more and more AuthorTube videos to me. And so I just kept watching because I'm just mostly sleeping on the bed, laying on the bed, watching the TV. Just, you know, just existing, quite honestly. And I started feeling better in March, right in time for lockdown.
Oh, man.
Yes. Like, I mean, like, well enough to actually start going back out and, like, go to coffee shops where I get my energy from is watching people. I just love going to coffee shops so much and just seeing how weird people are. Yes, Zelda and Duke and Buffy, too, and Livermore and Butters, that poor little chihuahua. So then in April, and then I think it was, like, right around then, like, I want to say the first write-a-thon that Jess scheduled was actually in April during Camp Nano. And the live streaming atmosphere and how the chat was going and how supportive everyone was sucked me in. Y'all, I got sucked in. And I was like, I want to be part of this community. And then the April ended and everybody stopped live streaming. And I'm like, no. But I've already written like 5,000 words of Sadie and Clem's story. What will I do? And I started scavenging and looking for live streams. Like, y'all got any more of them live streams?
Well, there were plenty.
I was really I was sucked in. And I was like, well, look, if other people aren't going to live stream, maybe I should start live streaming. And that was how I first thought of becoming an author tuber. It is this write-a-thon. Y'all, it sucks you in. You're going to get some words written. And that's why I'm here. But now that I'm here, I'm like, y'all, we could be more constructively supportive. Yes, I need everyone to show me all your pets. I need all your dogs and cats. And if you have neither, I would like to see your children. I will take children, but like only as a second option.
I don't. Glory, no, I don't.
Thank you. Yes.
I don't. No, I don't show myself.
Yes.
I don't show
Maggie,
my life. I don't.
Can I just be honest with you? If you put goats in the videos, I probably would watch more consistently. I'm sorry, I love you, but look, it's about the animals.
I don't show myself. I don't show my life. I don't show.
Just to video an alley cat doll. I'll take it.
Or just do what I did. Like,
Just story.
This is my cat McGonagall. She's a nightmare. She will try to eat me one night while I'm sleeping because she hopes I'm dead. But I love her.
What were you saying, Steph?
So if you want videos of animals and children,
yes,
you should go to my other YouTube channel.
Oh, is that the problem this whole time where I'm like,
well, because I was kind of like trying to keep it separate, but like
I
everyone out here on AuthorTube land knows I live in a small ass RV with my 3 kids, so it's next to impossible for me to stream because I mean you have me put go on silent because they're being too noisy in the background, which I understand. It's fine.
It was just for the one. I'm sorry I didn't communicate. It was like just while I'm telling the recipe because the recipe part is.
No, it's okay. I got it. It's fine. Now I have the door shut and they're
Come
out there.
on, unmute Steph. It won't let me unmute you. I did try.
Oh
It was
yeah,
like,
I
no.
didn't even notice it for a while. Your private chat message, but like, so it's really like when I tried doing vlogmas, I had like the kids in those videos when I was doing the daily upload because it's Christmas and Christmas is about kids. If you have kids, I think. Anyways,
I
but,
do agree.
like,
Christmas really took off as the child's holiday in America in the mid 1800s.
Yeah.
And it is, but I love that about Christmas. It's a kid's holiday. It's fun.
Like there was one of the videos on Vlogmas that I videotaped Jackson up on top of the RV hanging up the lights because I don't do heights.
Right.
I don't do and my husband can't do heights because he can't fill the ladder underneath his prosthetic feet that he has on both legs. So if we want lights, the kids got to do it because we're not. Sorry.
Exactly. No, it makes sense. You see your children testify and put up lights. Please, I need this. And then you can tell me all about your writing while we watch your child defy death and hang up lights.
So my other YouTube channel is called Find Freedom. And I did a bunch of travel vlogs of when we went to like the Grand Canyon and the Petrified National Forest and like all those fun things until we got stranded in Colorado mountains. After that, I said, I'm not videotaping. I'm done. I'm going home. Like we were there for like 9 days. It was horrible.
I understand that. I'm sorry to be the party pooper. I understand that showing your children is fun and cute and it attracts viewers. I
mean, we've got feral cats outside. I have thought about filming them.
No, Glory. I mean, filming. What I'm trying to say here without saying the ugly stuff, because algorithms. Streaming your children on the internet is kind of risky.
Here's my child.
Okay.
Oh.
It's a picture of a cat. It's not really a child. It's my cat. The cat. Oh, here we go.
Now hold it. Now hold up. Yes, look at that with the little socks on. Yeah, baby.
That cat will lay on the bed in between me and my husband, have one paw on me and one paw on the other. If I have any books out, this cat will lay on it and then meow and complain when I move the books. She's so cute. But she's a pain in the ass, but she's really cute.
Well, I mean, that's cat for you.
This counts as a human or pet appears on camera for your bingo cards?
Yes, it does. I would agree. Yeah. I think Steph's cat has already made a physical appearance a little earlier. Could have sworn. Yes. Did I see that little face? Yeah, like that.
Yeah, Maggie caught what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Thank you, Maggie.
I just said, I don't want to tell people their business, but if they want to, here's my kid, because I watched a stream earlier where they ended their stream with two of their, I think, 3 kids hanging on them, and I'm like, I'm not here to tell you your business. Exactly. But I'll take it. I'll take your cats. I would prefer goats, dogs, cats. I will take guinea pigs, hamsters. I will accept fish, birds, but only when the birds are not screaming. I cannot handle that screech. Oh no. But yeah, I'm like, let's increase this community, and I think we can do it with cuteness.
You just got me to the point where I was very happy that my husband wasn't home, because when you said that, I know if he was here and he heard you, he would have started making bird sounds. Because he can't help himself. He got this from his grandfather.
Resisting the urge to not make
just all the bird sounds. He does that to kids in stores. Like back when we could actually go into stores, he would see like a little kid that was misbehaving and start making bird sounds, and the kid would start looking around trying to figure out where the bird is, and he would stop and go, "I think I saw it up in the rafters. Did you see it?" And then the kid like spends the rest of their time trying to find the bird in the rafters. I don't know if it's helpful to the parents, but he enjoys it a lot.
I love it.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know. I tend to feel bad for the birds because I hear like I've watched so many documentaries about birds being lonely creatures because they're meant to be in big groups, and it's just like it just makes me a little sad. Also, like because their screams are really screams of loneliness, and I'm like. However,
my
I will
screams
still
are screams
accept
of
birds.
loneliness. They just make people laugh.
I guess I am definitely not a bird person.
I don't know. My grandmother had the only bird that it was okay to have as a pet because that bird cared about her more than any other human on this earth has ever cared for another human. I'm just saying.
Oh.
Aw.
That
All
is
right,
too
Steph.
cute.
I saw that Steph got a bingo.
Yes.
That is
Steph with her
beyond-
bingo. Let's see. So,
Do you mean to tell you the squares I got?
no, I mean, if you want to, but first I need to know, do you want your name on your bingo badge?
Yeah, that's fine.
Do you want it as like your YouTube one or just Stephanie Whitson or what?
Yeah, just do Stephanie Woodson.
Okay, Maggie. So while Glory's working on that,
Yes, discuss.
my father has been threatening to get me a goat because we hate doing the lawn around here. And he's like, well, I'm just going to have you, I'm just going to like, you're going to wake up one morning, there's going to be a fence around your house and a goat in your yard. And I'm just like, bring it. So if I contact you at some point randomly about how to take care of a goat, just
There's a reason.
prepared. Because my dad has done stranger things than randomly fenced somebody into a house. Which honestly, like a fence large enough that a goat couldn't get out, that means I wouldn't have to see the neighbor with the shotgun looking at me menacingly every day. So that would make me very happy.
Then so all of a sudden you get a phone call and Charlie is like, "Hi Maggie," and in the background,
I am here for Garrett. I'm just saying, like he thought he was being threatening or something because he knows like I hated living on the farm, and I'm just like, you don't understand. I want a goat. I've always wanted a goat. I really want a goat. I hated being on the farm because you wouldn't let me have a goat, even though I was able to trap one at my grandfather's house, and he said if I could actually lure it into the trap, I could have it, and I did, and I built the trap, and it was a very humane one. It was a box trap that just closed around them, and that was supposed to be my goat, but he wouldn't let me bring it home, so he made my grandfather into a liar, which means my grandfather was very, very mean to him for quite some time, which made me happy. But I've wanted a goat since I was a child. This is not a threat. He doesn't understand this. So I'm just saying, like, he's like, you wouldn't know what to do if I got you a goat. I was like, I wouldn't, but I know somebody who would. So just be prepared. You may get a random, like, hey, Maggie, I got a surprise goat. What do I do?
Buy another one. According to her, you need two.
Yeah, you have to have two.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
for next bingo games, you just tell me to put a card that says like doll makes animal noises, and you'll be fine.
My grandpa had a goat and had goats, and I played with the goats more than I played with the dogs. Goats are awesome. I love goats. That is really cool.
Oh my, that's really cool.
As I said, I made one for everybody who could possibly win, y'all. Dare you.
So then since I did a bingo, do you want me to reset my board?
You can, yeah, whatever you want to do. Or you can like just keep filling up with the ones you haven't already done. Or
I haven't
however
checked
you want to
mine
do
in
it.
a while.
I sent it to you on Instant Messenger, Steph, so you have it.
Ooh, yay! Yeah.
Instead, like you can post it to Instagram, or you can just cradle it to your heart.
I don't even have a bingo card. I didn't even know we were playing bingo.
Oh, the link was in the chat.
Yeah, we've got.
Oh.
Let's see.
I don't pay attention to chat that much. I just glance over every now and then.
All right. Nah.
Technically, since I was here in the backstage like crazy early, does that count as being in the chat before the stream starts?
Yep, if you were. Yep.
Because if so, then bingo. Like I just realized. Like,
And like, I think Maggie was here before, before we started too, because I saw her, like, she'd said hi back at like 5 p.m. my time.
oh yeah, I showed up like psychotically early because my ADHD is like on fire today. And
All right,
I was so
so
afraid I'd miss this. So
all right, Charlie. So your third bingo, and do you want your name on yours?
yes.
Okay. All right, baby. Let's see where I could fit it in. I know where I can fit it.
Well, I have to say, I've been using my chosen middle name on a lot of things, and people don't know that it's me running around, and I love it. I love it.
What name do you want? Do you want C.E. Dorset or Charlie, or I don't know?
Charlie.
Charlie Dorset, or just Charlie, or which one?
Do Charlie.
Oh.
Charlie wants cutie pie.
Yes, a cutie pie. It's true.
Does that count as a compliment bondage?
Ooh. Ooh, people getting diabolical here.
Ask.
If we're going to compliment
are you ready for
anybody, it needs to be this one right here because.
What are we doing? What are we talking about?
Oh.
Who deserves the compliments?
Yes, because Doll does not.
Oh yes, isn't she wonderful?
What? Me?
She's such a sweetheart.
With the voice of an angel. I mean, just like, oh, the goodness. Like, there's not enough good words in the world. And she constantly puts herself down, which really, like, hurts my soul because I'm like, if you're... if you're not living up to the perfection that you are, like, what does it say about me? Because, like,
Charlie.
all of the wonders of the universe are embodied in this glorious human being.
How dare you, you bitch.
How dare you?
I heard it. Did you hear it? Because I could hear it in her voice. How dare you?
No, I mean, what? I mean, just, can you make it smaller? Thank you.
I love it. All right. All right, Charlie, it's in your Instagram messages.
Ooh, it's got a cupcake.
Yes.
I miss cupcakes. Cupcakes are magic.
Premium quality.
I like cupcakes. I know I might want to make for dinner just to upset the hubby. Well, you said it was up to me what I made if I cooked anything. We're having cupcakes.
Yay!
Tess, did you see the bingo link now?
Yeah, I got it. I
just
took
wanted
off
to
a few things on it, but
Okay.
didn't win yet.
Okay, just for starters, there has been coughing and sneezing. There has been showing the toys. There has been someone promoted their book, baby. There has been someone who what else is here? Let me see. Show and tell, because Stephanie was showing us and telling us about the Amazon problem.
You're welcome.
There has been pets and humans showing up on.
And the showing of the toys. We did that too.
Yeah, Gloria was showing the toys. There was a no, you go ahead. No, you go ahead. There was that.
By the way,
I've got tons of these. Y'all just don't know. Gloria did her homework.
My evil drag queen deck today told me that I had to be amongst other people and find my fulfillment with others.
Hold on, I'll put it on solo so you can see it. Give me just a sec. Okay, there we go.
Oh, there have been technical difficulties because Stephanie had to go mute.
Yeah.
That is the 10 of Wands.
Oh, very nice. That's so cool looking.
Yeah, I love this deck. So that was my card today. It was like, I don't know if I feel like being around all of these people. And it was like, no, today you shall find fulfillment in going outside of your house and being with other people. I'm like, I can't do that. And then I was like, oh, wait.
Maggie, the Writeathon.
I thought like 4 up and down or diagonal was a bingo. Are you saying you have gotten bingo? You don't have to do blackout bingo. We're just doing basic. Unless you want it. I would still make you a badge.
Oh, blackout is like the whole thing, right?
Right. Mm-hmm. And it's like, Maggie, what you doing there, babe? Let me just make you a bingo badge. Unless you
Is anyone streaming to the TV instead of their computer?
I am.
Okay. Has
It's how
anyone
I'm,
tried
it's
to
how
have
I'm going crazy when things spin or not, is I can look up and see what's happening. If the TV is also spinning, then
Yep.
my internet died.
Yep.
Has anyone tried to talk on mute? I think Stephanie, right?
Yeah.
I did.
Oh,
Tessa did.
Tessa did.
I did.
As I said, like I made a bunch of these because I wasn't sure how many people would come or how many people would get bingo quickly, and so I was like, "Oh, you know me, the teacher. I'm prepared. I'm prepared."
Well, if
for
I
it."
stay to the end of the stream, then I have bingo. But I have to stay to the end.
Well, see, this is where you and I are like. This is the great thing here is I'm like stuck in between two of the spectrums of the world because I am never prepared for anything. Like even if I try to prepare, I prepare for the wrong thing. Like I'm the person who like prepare for the verbal test and it's like math day. I'm that person. So like over here, never prepared, super prepared. Can't write a realistic story to save their life. Writes realistic stories. Like I am just like can't sing to save their life. Angelic singer. I mean, like I am just between like all of my opposites right here. It's amazing.
Well, doesn't that like what makes a really great dynamic is people bring all sorts of variety of personalities and interests to the table, and so like everybody has a place they feel that they're very comfortable talking and sharing, and other people are very happy to listen because it's like outside their wheelhouse. Or is that just me?
I just want Spotify to give me my button back. Give me my button back. I had one thing that I wanted to do today, and you took it away from me. Give me my button back.
I know that feeling. I know that feeling. Yep.
No, before the song came out, I had a button there that said "Submit to Playlist." Please submit to playlist, and I was all excited. I was like, "I got a new track coming out. I'm going to submit it. I'm going to submit it." Track is finally up on Spotify. The button is gone.
Oh no.
It's so frustrating.
Because it's in the random beta test, and apparently the days I didn't have anything to promote, I was in the random beta test.
I think it
Today
was
I have something to promote.
Oh
I
gosh.
think it was teasing you. I got to be
Yeah.
honest. I
Yeah.
think Spotify was like, "Oh, now you need the button." Oh, no. The
I
button
was
an
literally-
illusion.
I was checking so often. Like I had, because I didn't want to risk it counting how many times I checked on the Spotify for Artists app. So I'm literally sitting there refreshing the actual Spotify app. Like, is the song there? Is it there? Are you there? Are you there? Are you there? Are you there? And then it was there. I was like, yes. And I went over and it's like, no.
Oh.
Like, I haven't felt like this since I slipped and fell during a Vogue off in 1994.
Also, like I generated another bingo card because I already had bingo in the first one. And
Did
in
you
this,
not want a bingo badge though?
yeah, that was what I was gonna say. I have double bingo already
Okay,
because you know
so let's do a bingo for now. Okay, let me see
another
what-
bingo for me.
All right, okay, bingo 4 because I've got them numbered, so that's how I knew what to do in order because I had set them up ahead of time. All right, doll, would you like your name on yours?
The blind alien.
Blind alien. Then that's what we shall put.
The blind alien. It's the same person, but you know.
Yeah, you can put whatever you want. It's cool. Let's see.
I feel like since there's a murder goddess named Orla in the book, there might need to be a blind siren who can just sing the world into being in the book. I'm just
I love it.
saying.
Ooh.
Be a thing.
Ooh.
And maybe her name would be Doll.
Aww.
Might have to do that.
But why a siren?
I was just trying to think of a shorthand for someone who sings.
Good point.
I want another spirit. I don't like sirens. They're half naked. I don't like that.
So yeah, there.
Okay, so this may be I'm enjoying writing this book, and I really am like enjoying writing this book. It has, I don't know how I got to this point, but I have 2 of the POV characters are ace, and there's not a single romantic subplot in the entire 5-book series.
I need this book. I need this
don't-
series.
I don't know how this happened. This was
I
not-
need that.
Background changed.
I need
This
that
was not
series.
planned.
I need it now. I need
Tom-
that
I told you,
serious.
Tom's in the background
I
now.
need it now.
I realized that the other day, and I was just like, how did this happen?
Ooh, so pretty.
So pretty.
Oh, look at that! It's the blind date.
It's in your DM in Instagram.
Yeah, I'm sharing this thing.
Yeah,
I'm sharing both. Like after the stream, I'm sharing both. Like
Thank you.
I want
enjoyed
bingo.
making them.
I
And
want
when
bingo.
I say I enjoyed
twice.
them, I mostly got it from Canva.
I recognize it. That's
She
why
left on the
all of my
16th.
pretty
too.
like Instagram stuff pictures and all of my thumbnails I make in Canva.
Mhm.
Same.
Yep.
My whole
And I-
Instagram, my new revamp of Instagram gallery, everything is made on Canva. Everything. And I have like pretty Northern Lights puzzle Instagram gallery things.
Oh,
My book trailer I made in Canva
Mhm.
that I posted on YouTube. Yeah, for my third book that I'm setting aside while I fix this one. It's fine. It's all freaking fine. I need a cup that says that.
I need to learn how to do like make intros and outros in Canva. Like I just haven't had the dopamine to stretch myself out a little and get uncomfortable.
I use for video editing. I use KineMaster. Yeah,
What is it that you use, Del?
KineMaster.
It's a software.
Yep,
Oh.
it's a phone. It's for mobile, and I do all my videos on my phone.
So I do all my videos on my phone, and I use an app called Video Guru.
Video
Guru.
Guru.
Yes, that. I can't talk today. It's fine.
The cool
I don't
thing
have my
about
teeth in, that's why.
the cool thing about KineMaster is that it has some cool graphics and some cool things, and that's why what I use to make some of the little effects that I sometimes put in the video. Like I have the snow falling thing all the time, and I like it because it's relaxing. It's like, yeah, you're watching snow falling outside the window thing while I talk. Yeah. I suppose that's why no one leaves comments. They snooze while they watch my thing. Also, like I wanted to say thank you to everyone who subscribed to my thing today, because I am one subscriber away from 600.
Oh, that's
wow. Yay.
Awesome.
fantastic.
Finally, just one more, and it's like 600.
Thank you.
Which, by the way,
That's
Doll's
exciting.
contact information is down below in the description. And maybe other people's will be as soon as they send me their links.
I thought I gave it to you in private chat.
Oh, I used yours from the last time when you were on the show with Brian, the mystery guest. I literally pulled it from that one. But I didn't get it. And I didn't know Stephanie was going to join us. So.
It's fine.
Look, it's Brian the mystery guest.
Ooh, I
So-
gained 3 new subscribers today.
Yay!
That's just you don't have my information.
I don't
Can
have
I
your
not send it?
No, ma'am.
I'm nervous.
I
about that.
got in too many things. I don't know what I did and didn't do.
The last time I hit the number of subs that I'm at, the next day it dropped by 10. So I'm just like, it's fine. It's fine. It is
Yeah,
what it is.
that can happen too. Like I'm not attached.
Mine's
It's-
going up again, so I don't know. Can't figure
I'm
it
at
out.
106 now. Woohoo. Got that magical 3-digit number now.
Yeah.
Last
I'm
time I
not
looked,
a-
that was 176. So
Yeah.
I'm close to 200.
Nice.
I'm not attached to whatever results, but I'm thankful while it lasts. So yay. Also, like if people subscribe and things, I hope you like my stories. That's the whole thing. I have 4 short. I have 3 flash fiction pieces and a short story, all in audio format, all for free for you to listen on my YouTube channel. And I have some poems that you can listen to as well. So it's not just me streaming. I have some content for people to listen to my writing and judge.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, I've got on my channel the Mabel woke up dead this morning story. That's on there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping to have another one to publish soon, very soon. I've kind of been thrown for a loop with the getting the vaccine. It's like all I want to do is sleep. And so I'm honestly,
I hear you. I feel the same way.
yes. And so it's just like, yeah, like this whole week. I mean, right after the show, after we were done backstage on Monday, I mean, mostly all I've done all week is sleep.
I couldn't do that because I had today actually I had a short story release in a flash fiction release on my channel. I know, worst day when it comes to like author-tube related is the worst day to release a story because everyone is in the write-a-thon and no one cares. But it's because of historical reasons. Like today is a historical date. It's important for the context of the story. So I was like, okay, it has to be released today. I don't care. So it has to be today. And so I was preparing the story, editing, making sure that the final audio was the thing that I really wanted to put out. I was nervous as heck. I was rehearsing the person. It's a famous person. I was rehearsing one of his most famous quotes in Finnish because I speak in Finnish at the end of the thing. And I say the quote, but in Finnish. So I was rehearsing that and taking the corrections from my dad, like the nuanced corrections. So like it sounds as close as possible as to someone who actually speaks Finnish. So okay, I did my best. So yeah, this week I had masterclass. I was like also watching masterclass. I was trying to read a book, which fail, but I tried. I was editing my chapters. My God, dude, how did I survive this? Wow, yeah, I did too many things. How am I alive? I don't know.
Well, I mean,
that question all the time.
It's pretty much why, like, I got up in the middle of the night to like update the thumbnail for this and make some the Instagram picture for it, and all that was.
I thought I put the information on the Discord, but I guess I didn't. It must have been somebody else who asked me for it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in multiple chat rooms,
I did 4 total, so yeah. I'm confused.
So Tessa, what I did, I just went to everyone that's co-hosting with me tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time because I can do math, and I just copied everyone's like YouTube link.
Yeah, because the girl that I was just with, she insisted we give it to her. I'm thinking all you have to do is go get it. It takes you seconds to look it up.
Well, not everybody even wants.
But she must be the one She must be the one I'm thinking of because I know I put it on somebody's. Must have been hers.
And like, what surprised me about like the chat rooms I was in is not everybody wants to share their YouTube link. A bunch of people in other chat rooms were like, "No, there's no need to share that. Just share my Instagram." And I'm like, "Okay, I guess."
Yeah, but if you go to YouTube and look up the person, you're going to get You're going to get it.
But yeah, not everybody wants that, so that's why.
Yeah.
Like,
I saw some people have like their Twitter profile instead of like or a website. I mean, a website makes sense too.
I told a couple of people just to use my regular website because everything's linked from there.
Right.
Especially because I knew I was going to be promoting 2 YouTube channels because reasons.
Maybe that's why Instagram, because on Instagram you can put that like a link. Like a lot of people use a link tree in their profile, and then
I've seen that lately. I've seen that lately.
The link tree link though.
Right. Oh yeah, that's true.
I don't understand people. I really don't. I don't. Like, this is the one thing that has come with age is the realization that no one makes sense ever. The more you think you understand people, the wronger you are. Just give up.
Also, like, sorry to be the party pooper, but like the other sprint stream, whatever, is starting like in 2 minutes.
Oh well, when sprint number 9 started, I posted a link for that.
Oh, it already started.
Yeah, like about an hour ago.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it's going. It's been 60 minutes. That one started. Yeah, I've been keeping track of, and then that's Katie Ann writes, and then the next one will be Julie Pages and Pens.
and then there will be like a gap because daylight saving.
I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do like social media iconic things on there. I'm not that smart, Maggie. Maybe if I see first, I
It's
might be that
literally
smart.
it's one of the tabs when you go to customize in YouTube Studio.
Yeah, when you customize your YouTube channel, you can put all that. It's on my channel. Like if you go to my channel, you can see the little icons on the banner, on the top banner.
I don't even know what mine looks like. Honestly, I have no idea because I know that I customized it, but I don't remember what it looks like now.
Yeah, one of the options in customize is I think it says add custom links, I think.
Yeah, in the about page.
Yeah.
Okay.
They run over to see 'cause I feel like I'm
Everybody-
Yeah, so go into YouTube Studio, go down to customization, then go to basic info, and then scroll down, and it's links. And you type in the name, and in one box, you put the URL in the other box, and there you go.
All right.
Voila. I thought they had simplified that.
No.
Or like, maybe I'm misremembering.
Why are you asking for the moon?
Because they
Because
only
it's
have
made
like
for
one
peace.
job. It should do. Uh-oh.
The more you know.
Seriously, I really need to make my own version of the dun, 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 dun thing. And just like, yeah. Like, I feel like I am that person. Someone is home.
Ooh.
Who could it possibly be?
I don't know.
I wonder
Stranger. Hello, mad stranger with weird cup of something. Bye, y'all. Sorry, he came bearing lobster bisque.
Ooh,
Oh.
I mean,
that
yeah.
was what I thought we were having.
Yes.
We were having
That
lobster.
counts. Like if you haven't filled that bingo card yet, that counts as like human appears on stream. Even if it's just the voice, it counts.
The mystery guest.
Yes. Hi, mystery guest. How are you doing, mystery guest? Oh no.
Yeah.
I'll mute. I'll save you all.
Well, you already heard his name.
Okay. Okay. So since Maggie needs someone to dance, hi, I'm dancing now. Hi, you get your card. Yee, bingo card.
That may have been one of mine. Let me
All
see.
right, Maggie,
Somebody
is that a
dancing?
bingo?
Yeah, that was me.
Someone dancing. Where was that one? Oh, Dorian Sprinson. Oh. I still need to stay till the end of the stream in order to win.
All hail charging cable. My phone shall not die at my desk again.
Woohoo.
That that should be a thing. Like Dahl turned on the camera. Bingo.
That fun moment when your husband is standing over in the corner of the room, opening an Amazon package, saying, "I have no idea what this is. What are you?" Just rummaging through it. Like,
What could this possibly be?
yeah, it's something.
Christmas every day.
So Maggie
Sure,
did
it's
get
Christmas
bingo
Day.
though. I'm just checking.
Is it a bingo? You
Maggie
tell me.
needs to let us know. Did the
Is
ghost
it
get a bingo? Oh, Maggie.
It's a mystery box. Mystery
Yeah, I'm like, somebody needs to get a bingo. I want to show you the next batch.
There's a new mouse.
It's all about me.
My last one.
Oh,
Oh, so how has everyone's write-a-thon been going? Have y'all written any words at all? Edited anything?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Like I said, edited a couple of chapters today.
That's cool. That counts as something.
I did nothing today.
Did nothing.
Actually, I did lots of things today, but they were not writing related.
Did you putter around? Is that what Saturday was for you?
I left the house for
what?
Oh my god!
Yeah,
I don't know what that's like. I haven't done that in like, I don't know, a week and a half.
We even made a stop at the Italian grocery store and got some tiramisu.
Oh no!
And like fresh tiramisu, it's so good.
Oh my god, I want it. I want. Tiramisu, è la migliore cosa nel mondo. Ay.
Maggie, I think having one line filled in is called bingo. What level of bingo? Maggie's like hardcore Catholic bingo is I think what's happening. I think we've had like a cultural miscommunication here.
No one
Maggie,
here is angry enough to be.
You have a bingo there.
It's what we call bingo here, sweetheart. She's like, no, in Catholicism, you have to black out or go home.
No, she's got a bing.
So
she says.
One time I was
Bing.
out at a bar with Father T, and he said something very similar to me, and ordered a bottle of whiskey.
Oh god,
So-
y'all! I love to party with Catholics. They are so much fun.
Oh, Father T was wonderful. 9 foot tall Nubian god with the voice of an angel.
Mm.
Maggie's
like Father
got a
Mike
bingo. B-I-N-G. Oh,
You came up already?
Yes.
Do you even know what it is?
I mean, like, I feel like making a very bad joke about all she needs is the O.
I don't like you anymore.
I mean, I'm not getting loopy because it's 10 p.m. my time. You're getting loopy.
If you end the stream, I have a bingo. Because as soon as you end the stream, I have a bingo.
woo! Tessa has a bingo. MMR.
You have to end the stream. End the stream and I have a bingo.
I feel like Tessa has some subliminal messaging, but if only I could figure it out.
Yeah,
I have no
a song
idea.
for Maggie.
Yeah,
I have a
much
song for
fun.
Maggie.
So,
Maggie, this is Maggie. This is for you. So, MMR just had a card and he just hit the bingo. B-I-N-G. Whoa!
If you're just now joining us, since I saw that we just got an uptick in viewers, be sure to get your bingo card link.
I'm sorry. Hi, I'm Dal, and I swear I'm not drunk.
Okay, so I have a couple squares empty. You watched one of the recommended movies this week, or watched a discussed movie this week.
I'm sorry, I missed that one. We played bingo. The last time we played bingo was getting excited about movies, and I thought I had caught everything, but my dyslexia has been hardcore today.
All right, so those are my free spaces. So now I just have to stay until the end of the stream, and then I got a blackout.
Again, blackout is off. It is not necessary to get a bingo.
I already got a bingo, so it's fine. So I pulled up my document where I've been retyping my manuscript into, and I counted how many words I've typed. Oh my God. And I have
I'm sorry.
I have typed 16,114 words.
What?
Since 2:30. I have typed 16,114 words since 2:30 this morning.
Good Lord.
Damn.
Because you're like,
are your wrists tired?
I haven't been typing since I got online with you guys, so this is my break.
Did you like did you eat? Did you go to the bathroom? Did you did you take a shower? Did you
not today.
Who could this be? What? Did Charlie's evil twin show up?
No,
Charlie? Who is Charlie?
I guess my evil twin would be Carly.
Carly, yes. There. I was like, I don't words. It's a little late.
Oh, dude, I totally need to make that a thing. and do a video with evil Carly with pigtails?
Yes. There she is.
That would be hilarious. I might have to do
yes.
that. This might be a
This
thing.
is Carly, and I'm here to read you all to filth.
Oh no, I do not read people publicly anymore after the bathroom incident of
Yes, but evil
2009.
Carly would, is what I am
Carly
saying.
would, but I don't.
Get with the program, sweetheart. Evil
I broke
Carly
a poor
would.
straight
It doesn't
girl.
care.
I broke a straight girl who had watched a little bit of RuPaul and thought that reading was fun, and was like, "You can't be mean. You can't read. You're so nice." And I was just like, "I want in writing that you will forgive me for whatever I'm about to say." And she thought it was silly, and she wrote down what she had to say.
Cool.
And then I read her for filth, and she cried in my bathroom for an hour and a half.
I mean, she did tempt fate. So
Yes.
like, I'm sorry for her.
I grew up around drag queens. Don't test me.
Right.
I am
Literally, y'all, last night it was 1 a.m. in the morning. Tom and I are sitting in the living room, and I'm like, because I literally was sitting on the couch waiting for him to come out of the bathroom. And I'm like, here, have a seat. And he's like, okay. And he sits down, and I was like, and I went into my 5-minute bit of where I like to pretend that people have paid money to come to my stand-up show. And I literally was like, and I said to him, y'all didn't realize that you paid money for me to like read your mothers to filth, but here we are, no refunds. And I just went off.
Once upon a time, in the deluded world that is me, I actually tried to do stand-up. And it was kind of like the third comedy act in The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel when her husband gets up on stage.
Oh.
Like, I'm not funny. I'm just not. I thought I was hilarious. I was wrong. I was wrong in every possible way. I did have a short career as a beat poet, though, but that's a whole different story.
My students, both when I taught 6th grade, then I taught 3rd grade, and then I taught 5th grade, in consecutive years. And I used to get my students, like when I would be stressed, I would just do like a 5 to 10 minute bit during their classroom time. I know. And they would just be giggling so hard, kids would literally fall out of their desk chairs. And I'm like, yes, I am killing it. Sure, right. I have to tell bathroom and teacher jokes to make them laugh, but it just felt so good to just do my own little mini stand-up comedy routine for them. They loved it. And it was just like, that's right. We've now are going to return you to your regularly scheduled classroom. Don't you tell a soul or I'll never do it again. And they're like, mm-hmm. I'm like, this is the secret. They must not tell. Yes. I can actually diagnose mild depression of if you think I am freaking hilarious to the point of tears and you have to go to the bathroom because you're about to pee your pants, you may be mildly depressed because I've literally had decades of experience making mild and moderate depressed people laugh so hard they cry.
Hi.
That's why I find you so funny.
I can confirm.
Yes. Both of our parents were always depressed if they weren't, rapid cycling, bipolar, and manic phase. So I had a lot of experience.
I have my diagnosis is like you have chronic depression.
Yep.
So yeah.
I'm really good with.
And you guys have seen the cackle in action.
Yes.
So
yes. I mean, I love it. I love making people laugh, but I particularly love making depressed people laugh. It's like you get an extra gold star.
Yeah.
Because this person is numb to the world.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing has taste anymore. It's all worthless. It can burn, and then here I come in.
I can laugh. I can still laugh. But like once I'm out of the situation where I'm laughing and having a good time, it's like back. It goes back to the ooh. It just it's like it's like a shutdown. It's like ooh. It just.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, for anybody who wants to see the definite signs of my depression, watch The Mighty Boosh. I get very old Greg because I call my depression the funk, and I specifically mean the funk from old Greg. And when you start hearing me make old Greg references.
Okay, now that I realize that there are people with depression and anxiety in the chat, and some of them have my book and stuff like that. Trigger warning for chapter 13. be careful. It's a hard one.
Laura has gifted us with her flash fiction. Would anyone like to read this out loud for us?
Ooh. Okay.
Okay, ready?
A tiny piece of asteroid nicks the visor on my space helmet as I begin repairs to the outside of my ship, floating in the void. The spider web of terror cracks into existence over my left eye. Let's see. Then it goes to the air hisses in a high-pitched scream as it slowly oozes into the vacuum of space, taking my body heat with it. Erratic breathing puffs and clouds fogging my helmet, its fractals coalescing, blocking out the distant light of stars. My eyes crystallize, daggers of ice delving into my retinas, blinding. Oxygen depletes. Fingers lose their strength, setting me adrift. I am debris.
Oh,
Don't forget the
goodness.
lungs boil.
Laura, I
Chilling.
love you.
Laura, don't forget their lungs would literally boil.
Yeah, that's true.
So as they're feeling the cold coming from the outside
Their
in,
blood
they would
start
feel
boiling
heat
too.
coming from the outside, from the inside out.
Yeah, doesn't your blood boil? Like you literally boil from the inside out throughout all the liquids? Yeah.
Yep.
It's pretty horrifying.
Yes. Because once you hit a vacuum, if you want to know what this would be like in a non-grotesque way, there are lots of videos where they show putting water in a vacuum chamber, and you can watch what happens. It will instantly boil because it instantly sublimates. It's the second. What is it? The second law of thermodynamics. It's entropy at work. It wants to fill.
Remember which one it is, but yeah.
It wants to fill the space, and it literally
I get to watch it multiple times a day with my insulin and my syringe.
So
it boils right there in the vacuum. Yep. Yes, Laura, you are so talented. That is excellent. Thank you so much for sharing with us.
Just saying, there's another layer of torturous pain you can add if you want.
Yes.
Oh, she says she'd love to include it, but the submission is only 100 words exactly allowed.
That's a tight limit.
Yeah.
It's very good.
So people showing near the end of the stream, bingo.
Yes. Hello, Dolores.
So yeah, bingo.
Bingo again.
No, not me. No, I'm saying for people playing bingo, that will be another mark.
Check your bingo card, y'all.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it still doesn't give me. Someone shows up right at the end.
This counts kind of like at the end. So yeah, Dolores just arrived. It's like, yeah, there you go. Someone shows up at the end.
What tab did I leave my bingo card in? There it is. Oh, you don't want to know what a hot mess my browsers look like. And I say browsers because I have 3 of them open doing different things.
How does your computer survive that?
My beloved husband for our anniversary got me the new Mac that came out.
Oh,
which was
fancy.
He bought it for me for our anniversary, and it arrived on Valentine's Day. How perfect is that?
Nice.
Like,
Very fancy.
When is your anniversary,
Charlie? Yes, it's very nice.
Yeah, that's another one for another bingo playing thing. Dal starts talking like Stitch. Dal makes weird noises. It's just one bingo.
That's one of my favorite voices to do. I love that one.
How?
I swear I'm not drunk. I have been here the whole time, so there's no option.
I'm
for
not
me to
either.
go.
I've not even finished one goblet of wine.
We've been kind of rocking here, haven't we?
Yes.
It's been a pretty wild, fun time.
It has been an amazingly fun time.
It's been really amazing fun.
I think Jess might have had a clue about that and was like, "Hello, Glory. Are you?" Because she specifically contacted me and was like, "So, did you mean that about your scheduling when you're available?" And I was like, yeah, whenever." She's like, "Okay, so this is the time I want you to do the chat." I'm like, okay, yes, ma'am. So I was like, "Oh, something's afoot. I am here."
So what's funny is like Jessica sent, Jessica sent out the message and said, "Let me know when you're available." And then I swear on my life, I calculated for the time zone change, right? And then she's like, "Hey, I have you down for this time. Will that work?" And that's when I realized, well, maybe I didn't do it properly. Maybe I gave her the Eastern time zone times and not Pacific. I don't know what I did. So, Megan, you'll see me bright and bushy-eyed tomorrow, right?
Yes. It's going to be very early.
Tessa's
I'll
going to
see
be there.
you, but I don't know about bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and all that.
Tessa's going to be there. Megan's going to be there.
I'll be
And
there.
you all be there.
Yep.
I just have to say, if you want me to be bright-eyed, somebody needs to hit me very, very hard so that my eyes get a little bloody. I'm just saying, you've got to make the shiner happen. It's not going to happen on its own.
What does anybody like? Steph, you are doing one tomorrow morning at is that 9 a.m.
9 a.m. Eastern.
9 a.m. Eastern.
Is anyone else doing any other streams tomorrow?
There's several of them too.
Well, I know there's several.
Well, maybe
here.
too much after us because they go to 6 o'clock. They go to 6 o'clock, so there's a few more after us.
Yeah, like I am doing one with Maddie at 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow.
Okay.
And mostly because I'm so sorry, Stephanie, but I will not be willingly awake if I haven't.
It's okay.
If I show up at yours, ask me what went wrong.
I am determined
cat.
to write my entire manuscript by tomorrow night.
I feel like, are you vlogging this? You need to be vlogging.
I have been. You see me okay, and then you see my hair be not okay. And then I'm like, so I'm writing this. This is where I'm at. And then I decide, well, maybe I should do something with my hair so I don't look so awesome.
Yes.
So that's why my hair is up.
I think your hair looks really cute.
Because
I love it. It looks so adorable.
It was.
But I also think the hair all over, very authentic as well.
On the topic of hair for a little bit, Spence has been tempting me with a lot of beauty bloggers who have really long hair and here's some hairstyles you could try. Hey, have you seen this person? And I'm just like, who has this life? Because I don't have I don't think I could allow myself to spend hours doing some of these beautiful. They're beautiful, they're wonderful, but my life. I mean, for goodness sakes, I used to spend 3.5 hours doing makeup when I would do drag and then just throw a wig on because nobody's got time for all this. Though I might learn how to put my hair up at a beehive just to bother people, so be warned. She sent me some beehive tutorials, and just to bother people, I might have to do that.
See, now it's all better.
Yep. I agree with Maggie. She's very fluffy today.
And it's because I took a shower yesterday and I just threw it up in a bun, and this morning I took it out and it was still wet.
That should have been another card option. People start the hair talk.
I gotta be honest with you. This is maybe the first one we really had any real talk on my channel, possibly ever. It has just never come up normally because let's see, I started the bingo back in December for Christmas because I was trying to find ways to get rid of stuff. I'm just saying. And we were talking about movies.
Sweetie, can I say this is the first time there's been a lot of hair talk because you haven't embraced your destiny as a beauty tuber? Because I've watched you put your makeup on so many times and I've just been like, I am such a hot mess with my makeup now. It's not even funny. That's why you don't see it. And I'm just waiting for this beauty tube channel.
I am not here for your compliment bondage. I'm so sorry. I don't recognize you anymore. I don't know who you are. No.
Accept my compliments, woman.
I have wondered why some of y'all, when you've been backstage, you get quiet when I'm putting on makeup. I've asked Tom several times. What's going on?
Well, I get quiet so I don't distract you. And you don't like jab the pencil into your eyeball.
Oh, you
and
are not
to go to
distracting
the
me.
hospital.
Like, you have no idea how
I mean, I can put on eyeliner as we're driving down the road to go to church.
Right.
And
that
not
is-
stab myself in the eye.
Yes. I am very similar. Like, as I said, I was a nanny for 10 years. So, and
I
like,
think
I
I
started
are
when I
on
was
the
12.
outs right now. Like, I think it may be my nemesis. Eyeliner and I, we try to kill each other. We are not friends.
I would be happy to share with you my tips because these tips are hard earned because I'm very blind. Y'all don't know, but like I'm legally blind 3 times over without my glasses. I am like very visually impaired. The thing that I worry about is like my eyesight getting worse, and then I really wouldn't be able to drive even with glasses. So I have all sorts of techniques on how to put on eyeliner with my glasses on, which some of y'all have actually seen.
Ow.
I used to put some quick eyeliner and mascara makeup while on the metro, like on the underground, which is a very quick commuting thing. And I had to put on the makeup while on the underground, from going from one place to another. I know that sounds like, did you live in New York? No, I lived in Budapest, and it was kind of similar.
Yeah,
in the sense that everything was so rushed. Everything was it was my kind of job too. I had like a tight schedule. It's like, ooh, what kind of job was that? I was a dog walker. I know.
Because of my work schedule, when I used to do drag in Baltimore, I had 63 minute car ride to get all of the makeup done before I was supposed to be on stage.
Wow.
When I got there. And I used to be really, really good at it. And then this started happening.
So, like, yeah, what y'all don't know necessarily, because I don't talk about it, is I have never been able to draw a straight line to save my life. When I went to university, you used to be able to, I don't know if you still can at my university, but you used to be able to get extra credit points if you submitted yourself to their various psychological tests that they were clinically performing, for their grad students. So you would get like a few extra credit points for your class that had nothing to do with this test, like say your algebra class, you could get like 3 extra points to your overall composite grade if you would, do 1 or 2, participant things. Okay. They literally offered me unlimited points if I promised to never submit to their programs again. For 2 reasons.
Wow.
The chair of the department sat me down. 2 reasons. I had, at the time, I was in my mid-20s. At the time, I had the hand-eye coordination of a 3-year-old, according to the chair of the psychology department, which, by the way, was my degree program. So this is, at the time, my chair.
Oh, my goodness.
And 2, because they never asked, are you autistic? I never put that I'm autistic. So I kept throwing off all of their adult, like facial expression tests because I did not yet know what microexpressions were. I hadn't yet started studying it, so I could learn to recognize it. So I was throwing the curve off so hardcore that none of their tests, were coming out correct for the overall scores.
Oh.
So the chair sat me down and was like, why do you keep submitting volunteering as a participant in all of our psychology tests? And I was like, for the extra credit points, obviously. Because I have ADHD, and by the way, I hadn't been officially diagnosed with that yet. That would not happen until I graduated with the first degree. So, and he's like, oh, is that it? Okay. What if we just give you as many free extra credit points as you want?
Wow.
For any test you would normally submit to, and we'll just pretend you did it, but you didn't. How about that? And I'm like, I will take your free extra credit points. Thank you so much. And that was like a standing order in my file for 10 years. He's like, surely 10 years will be enough for you to graduate, huh? I'm like, yeah. And then I was like, and if I come back, I'm sure, I'll just do it again until you guys offer me again. He's like, yeah, no, we will offer you. Not submit yourself as a volunteer.
And we wonder why psychology papers never take into effect women and autistic women.
Yeah.
Like, wow, we just got our answer, didn't we?
Yep. So, yeah. So anyhow, yeah. Anyway, so I have the hand-eye coordination of a 3-year-old. I'm going to show you real quick how, if you have a shaky hand like I do, and I have worked hard on it, what you can do is I highly recommend gel.
Okay.
It does not need to be this. It can be anything. I like it. And I want you to look at this
tapered edge.
Okay.
For anyone who just got the bingo card, this counts as showing off the toys.
Yes, this does.
Okay. And then, like, I can do it here. I actually can do it with, let me get my mirror out, though. Because I will do it here. That's right. Look like a granny.
Oh, that would be so much easier.
That's it. I did it. It worked. You could then do it left-handed, too. That's literally it.
So much easier.
Anybody, it doesn't matter. Like, I have such a shaky hand. It is literally shaking right now.
Yeah.
And that's it. I swear to you. Now, you may need to buy the gel a little bit more often, like every 3 to 6 months, if it starts clumping. Look for gel eyeliners. There's some liquid ones that are a little bit trickier, but the gel will stay on and it won't run down.
Nice.
And if it seems clumping, after you load up your brush, all you do is you just touch it. Touch it to like a piece of paper. Just to get off the excess, and then you do it. That's it. You can do it with glasses on, y'all. I want everyone to feel like, if you want to feel this way, like you're like, but I like me with eyeliner, then that is possible for you. I don't want you to feel like this is out of my reach without a professional doing it for me. What'd you say?
I said, and the BDTube channel is born. No, I actually am wondering now because I've been watching a lot of, well, let's be honest, goth makeup tutorials because that's where I want to go. And so many of them use the gel eyeliner like that. And I'm wondering how many of them have similar issues.
Okay, so I will also show you the other way I use the thin one. Okay, because you can do this too. It takes a little more practice. I highly recommend first get you a slanted brush. Practice this. When you're able to start actually like able to do that straight line, like without too much shake, because it's just practice. You kind of, the technique that I call it is the drunken ballerina. Instead of trying to keep straightening out, you go with the like flow of the shake, right? Instead of like, oh, I have to make it as straight as it. No. Just go with it, baby. Just relax and just go with the drunken ballerina. She can put on her makeup.
I love it.
So this is, let's see, where's the little label here? It's Maybelline. I got it because it's cheap. It's a fine liner.
Okay.
Because if you want it to look natural, you want to do what's called fine lining, where you do it really close to your eyelash line. Okay. So again, and this time I'm actually going to use my glasses to steady my hand.
Brilliant.
Do you see it?
Brilliant.
I literally rested it on here to help steady my hand because I do not have a steady hand. But if I have a little, like, almost like a tripod situation, I can do it, and I look like a normal person. It's so great. Nobody thinks I put on makeup while I was drunk. It's great. And I like looking
That
in
is-
the mirror and feeling
That is
dressed
one of the
up.
tricks. That is one of the things I did. It's like I supported my hand somewhere.
Yeah, you can do it like this and do that. That helps. You'll figure it out. Play around.
You can put your you can support your rest your elbow on a table
Mm-hmm.
and steady it that way, and you just follow the contour of your eye like that. Yeah.
Exactly. Dolores says, I have a habit of rubbing my eyes too much. I would recommend waterproof eyeliner, which you can get. In fact, that is actually what this Maybelline Lasting Drama is for. Is I literally, hey Devin, hey sweetheart.
Lasting drama. Oh my god.
That's what it's called. It's called Maybelline New York Lasting Drama Gel Liner. That's what it says.
Now,
And
Devin is the really late, like the one who shows up at the end of the
And the thing I did before both of these was I used to just use, okay, I say this is before that.
I'm just saying, if I show up Wednesday looking like a gay pirate from a Disney movie, y'all know
Will
why.
not. You will not. Okay. So I'd use this kind of brush.
Okay.
See, it's kind of fat,
Yeah.
but it's soft because you're going to put it on your eyes, so you want soft ones. Also, soft ones blend better.
Nice.
So, like, e.l.f. is really great. I love e.l.f. brushes, and they're like $1 a pop. Oh, they're wonderful.
Super nice.
So if you use eyeshadow, like a dark color, like this blue, always blow, just saying.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then you just run it around the edge, and you get a smoky eye that lasts all day.
I used to do that with.
Nice.
I was an emo kid back in high school, so I needed to smudge my eyeliner.
Yeah,
as much as possible.
it's a really great look on a lot of different eyes to just use like a dark blue or a black. Get a nice black, and you can get like long wearing eyeshadow. That's ideal because then it's not as likely to like kind of water down at the corners. You're not going to get that cat eye, but it's still going to give you that overall nice like a draw to your eye. And you just use like a blue, which is great, or a brown, or like a dark brown eyeshadow. Anything you've got. I mean, you probably already have a good color. And just use like it's a little bit fuzzy. That is how I got started. I practiced that first. And again, the drunken ballerina. Remember the drunken ballerina. She will get you through the day.
Okay, I keep telling you to open a merch store because you keep saying things that I need on like pillows and shirts and hats. Like I need to remember the drunken ballerina. No context, no explanation. Just remember the drunken ballerina.
It's also how we drive on ice is remember the drunken ballerina. Lean into the curve, lean into the curve, lean into the listing from side to side. The drunken ballerina will correct slowly. My parents didn't enroll me in ballet when I was a kid because I was diagnosed with clumsy child syndrome when I was 5 years old. And they were like, what can we do? Because I had all these bruises and everything. Because sometimes I would sit at the dinner table and then wonder why the whole room is just moving on its own. And then I'd fall. So, yeah, that's when they enrolled me in ballet school. Is it okay if I get dressed?
You have the remember the drunken ballerina. I am the Lady Gaga of ophthalmologist.
I still want that shirt.
At some point, it will be a thing. I'm the Lady Gaga of the ophthalmologists. Yeah. Because it is true. Whenever I see eye doctors, like whenever I encounter someone who so happens to be like an eye doctor or like they study that in med school or like an ophthalmologist, anyone who has anything to do with eyesight, everybody wants a picture of my eyes. So that's where it comes from. It's like I'm the Lady Gaga of ophthalmologists.
Nice. By the way, Dolores, I originally started off with Bare Minerals makeup. That's how I got started. And that's actually where that brush is from that I was using. The fluffy one, that's a Bare Minerals eyeshadow brush, which came with the original kit.
Because that's the thing is, I'm just wanting to go back to my gothy roots, and trust me, like, it's been so long since I've done any of this stuff. Plus, I keep threatening to do drag on the stream, and I probably will do that at some point too. But
well, I mean, if you're
I need to
looking
get
for
practice.
a good white foundation for your goth, I do recommend LA Girl.
Okay.
I got it off Amazon. It was like $8.99.
Nice.
Look at this huge thing. And I love the texture on my skin. They don't really make a regular color close to me. I mean, obviously I could make it with their fairest shade and this to get but if you're looking for a nice white foundation, I mix it with my other stuff because I bought my foundation back in summer of 2019 and I haven't seen sun since then. So I have to lighten up the already very light MAC. What is it? What is it, 13? It's like, yeah, NC 15. And I am too light for that now. So,
Oh, wow.
So I have to lighten it.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. What'd you say?
I have that problem too. I'm like super pale.
Yeah, they only have one lighter shade, NC 13. MAC does.
Oh.
But I will say, like, honestly, I do recommend the LA Girl Cup Full Coverage or Pro Coverage, high def long wear illuminating foundation. I really do like it.
Yeah, I just looked it up. It's like $9.
It's so affordable.
And it's on Prime, so I don't have to pay shipping.
What? Yes. So
and it's on Subscribe and Save for even less.
yeah, it's like I don't want to be that person who's giving people advice and they're like, I did not ask, I do not want your advice. So that's why I haven't said anything to anybody, but it's like, hey, if you want to at least like have my research, happy to share.
I am so self-conscious about this just because it's been so long. And I'm of that generation that I've got like two competing sides of me. One that like you're in your 40s, you're too old to do any of this and have fun with your life anymore because, you know, that's how we grew up. Like I should be preparing for the grave, not like still having fun, you know? Right. And the other part of me that's just like, I just want to be me, just like to hell with y'all. Like,
now, Charlie, since you talked about goth, you would also ideally, yes, I do know goth kids. Yes, this one. You would need to contour with shadow.
Yeah.
Let me open it up so you can actually see.
Yeah, Orphea just did a really good intro to basic everyday, what you call it, basic everyday goth. And I was like, probably going to steal that.
And this is what I use for that shadow. Hold on, it's upside down. The e.l.f. What is it? I'm reading backwards. Sculpting face brush. So here's what it looks like. And the way I use it is because I am so pale, I just tap it. And then I just use it right here and then blend. But I've tried a whole bunch of different brushes, and this one is wonderful to get that more natural of like with your big cheek. And then to catch that hollow, this brush is so much less of a pain than any. And I think it was like $3 or $5 on Amazon.
Yeah, $5 looking at it.
So, and it's also so soft, so it blends really well. It's lovely. So I highly recommend everybody, even if you're not super pale like me, or you're not trying to do goth makeup, I do recommend this one for that. And again, it's so affordable. So you just put it in the hollow of your cheek and then blend, because when you put on foundation, it's going to make your face look flat. And that's when I experience a level of dysphoria because I look like a cartoon to me. And I'm like, oh, I'm uncomfortable. When I put in the contouring, I look like a human again and I feel okay.
Sorry, I laugh because I'm just like, I don't know what it would take to make me feel like I look human again. But that's my dysphoria.
Like for me, I have this expectation of like, especially like before a show, I want to look human, but you know, more like how I think of myself inside, I want my face to look on the outside. And I obviously am a bit flamboyant if I like these kind of eye colors. I'm like all brightly colored on the inside, y'all, and I want you to see that expression.
Like, this is my bright colors. Like I'm wearing my bright colors. Can you see? There's white on the shirt.
Exactly.
There's white on this shirt. That's
yes, baby.
Bright colors.
Show us the shirt again.
It's actually Cloud's Cloud's armband from Final Fantasy VII.
Yes, I love it.
I'm that person. But like, this is how you know, like, I'm in a colorful mood. There's white on the shirt. Never know.
Yes. But yeah, I would highly recommend to everybody if you were going to do the contour for whatever the reason you're going to. This $5 brush, baby. I've had this now for a couple of years. It's awesome.
Definitely.
And also, by the way, y'all, I don't wear mascara right now. I just use eyeliner because you can't really see the mascara on the camera. So there's no freaking point, Heather. Just put some eyeliner on, and literally on camera, people can't tell. I will show you. I am literally not wearing mascara.
That was one of the things that excited me so much about getting glasses is I was like, I will never have to put on fake eyelashes again. They just won't fit.
On webcam, I tried wearing like even 3 layers of mascara. It barely shows. So I just wear eyeliner, and it honestly gives an illusion. So, yeah. And that's only if you want to wear it. Nobody needs to wear makeup if you don't feel like it. But I'm just saying, like, sometimes we all feel like playing dress up, right? Whether we're playing pretend or we just want ourselves but augmented or whatever. It's fun. What is the FF?
Final Fantasy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have not played 15 because I cannot afford a machine that will run it. The requirements are high. Plus, I've not heard good things.
I mean, okay. If you want to know how actually pale...
I haven't really liked them as much since Sachiguchi-sama left.
I'm so pale that I use a L'Oreal illuminating highlighter for my whole eyes because there's no concealer is light enough.
Oh, no.
I miss that.
Oh, and just while we're talking about it, if you do need to get rid of redness, I take one of my medications causes facial flushing. So I have to I want to take that out because again, that dysphoria. So I use LA Girl Pro Conceal Green. And I mix it with my primer that I like. And then I put it on. And it works a treat. Like, it looks so natural that I've actually gone out just wearing that. Yeah. I mean, look, this is expensive primer. It's MAC Studio Moisture Cream. It's really nice. It smells wonderful. Not necessary. I used to use almond oil as my primer back in the day. But, yeah, if you just add a little to your primer or whatever, it takes a lot of the redness out if you happen to have some redness, like a sunburn or something. Because I tend to get sunburned right here. And believe me, even in real life, people don't notice it. It's great.
Magnetic lashes. I've never heard of those.
I have looked at those.
I've looked at those too. I don't know. I'm so nervous about them. Mostly the putting powdered metal on my eyelids.
So I have a friend who uses them and they're wonderful. And one of our employees tried to use them, but honestly, I'm surprised she can use a fork. Like every day she doesn't hurt herself. Like she tied her own shoelaces together one time because she just doesn't pay attention to anything she does. Like she's one of those people. And she kind of glued her eyes closed.
Oh my! Oh God! Oh dear!
But you know,
oh dear! Oh dear!
But yeah, I'd like to just point out, Tom's absolutely right. Eyeliner does way more than mascara on camera, and that includes in photography. Eyeliner is the thing to work on, including just using, eyeshadow and a brush. Your pictures will look great. Mascara, you have to work so much harder for. Forget it. Now, see, I know this is Final Fantasy conversation. I know this much.
Yeah.
I'm old enough to know this stuff.
I have to say, the Kingsglaive movie that they made for 15 is really, really good. Sean Bean's in it, and so spoiler alert, he dies. But
I mean, it's Sean Bean, so isn't that like contractual obligation? I could have sworn.
Oh no, I'm waiting for somebody to cast him against type. And because think about how shocked you would be when you get to the end of the movie and he's still there.
I would be upset and want my money back. I am here for Sean Bean to die tragically in everything.
Oh.
I'd be like, look, y'all cast Sean Bean. There's expectations. Give him a ticket money back. I'm just saying.
Oh. See, the thing is, I can see you doing that. I can so see you going up to the person that you got the tickets from, being like, excuse me, Sean Bean lived. Give me my money back.
Yes. I mean, it's like, what is the point of, what's his name? The other one that always gets killed off? The ginger, Tom? Curse your sudden yet inevitable betrayal. You remember that guy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what's his name? Yeah.
I know who you're talking about. Like, my brain is not.
Charlie wants to go to sleep.
Currently playing Alien. Yeah, he's currently an alien, playing Resident Alien or something.
Oh yeah.
But like him, like he dies in pretty much everything, and if he's not dying, then he's the villain. Sometimes it's both, sometimes it's one or the other. But it's like if he doesn't die, I get upset too. Like Alan Tudyk, that's right.
There you go.
When he played the chicken in Moana, he lived, but I guess we can forgive it. That chicken was like mild, chaotic, neutral evil somewhere in there. So, okay.
Yeah, basically that was all he did.
I think we should kill it and eat it. No, maybe he did. Spoken like a young person. Like, no, let's give him a chance. Like, no, let's not. He's eating rocks.
I grew up around chickens. Chickens are evil. We kill they're not as bad as pigs. Pigs deserve death. But chickens are evil. Chickens will do terrible things to you. I don't like chickens. Pigs will try to eat you, though.
But yeah, I do enjoy Carl Urban getting punched in the face. Every movie, if Carl Urban doesn't get punched in the face, I want my money back too.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that. Yeah,
he has a face for punching.
He does. He does.
He has a face that's like, please punch me. I am too stuck up.
I'm just glad that I lived long enough to see Hilary Swank's career go from being the murder victim to the murderer.
Yeah, that's been an interesting arc, hasn't it?
It's such like because I'm assuming she's still going to die at the end of all these movies because it's Hilary Swank.
She really likes the tragedies, huh?
Like, I just can't watch her die one more time. Like, I have not gone to a Hilary Swank movie in so long. But when all these trailers for her new movies started coming out, we're just like, oh, so she's the killer now.
Can I admit something to you? I haven't enjoyed anything Hilary Swank has been in since Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Y'all don't remember that, do you? When she was the second cheerleader.
Oh, no, I remember that. I just heard Jace in the back of my head screaming because he's got a thing with that movie. Like I just heard Jace Maxwell say very bad words.
What is it? Paul Rubin? No. Is that his?
Paul Rubens? Yeah.
Paul Rubin's death scene in Buffy the Vampire Slayer is a lesson in camp. It is absolutely piece de resistance. Like, there's so much crap about this movie. This movie is so bad. And yet, his death scene and the extended version of his death scene, it is beauty. I don't understand why people don't love camp. Like, if you love burlesque, camp is burlesque little brother. Yes. Like, hello. So I absolutely love it. It is definitely worth. I don't want you to see her face if she tells the children off.
I'm just saying, like,
She's still a loving mommy, everybody. But hold up, mommy about to have to.
now I want to watch polyester. You've said camp so many times.
Yes.
Like, I just kind of need to watch polyester now.
I think you should watch it.
Which, for anybody who hasn't seen it, polyester is the angry sister wife to Hairspray.
Yes. It's definitely worth watching at least once in your life so that you know. And also, just, I feel like there is, again, this, what Dahl calls classicism, what I would call elitism about, trashy people. No. You know what? There's nothing wrong with trashy people as long as they're not committing too many crimes. Mild crimes are fine. But because they're people on the bottom, they're people living under the underbelly, and they're doing their best to survive and hopefully not committing too many felonies. So, too many, maybe a few too many. Of like this whole, trash. I love trash. I love being trashy. I drank liquor out of a mason jar tonight, y'all. Let this not be a surprise to you. But, enjoy the trash of none of us are living on yachts and discussing how we will move our millions from different countries' world banks to other countries' banks because Ireland's getting a little too hot. Whatever, okay? At a certain point, whatever. We're not that. So just lean into the trash and go, you know what? I am going to tease my hair. And I'm not going to worry so much that I look polished every time. I'm just going to be me. I'm going to be authentic. And if that happens that somebody says trash, go, thank you. I know I am.
I grew up in the trailer. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm poor.
It's a hell of a lot better living in the trailer than living under a bridge. I'll say that. It's a lot drier. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yes. If you haven't found Jamie French and her 80s and 90s makeup, highly recommend. She has excellent videos where she does these tutorials and then she totally acts like
so much green and orange eyeshadow, I'm assuming.
So fantastic, yes. And she does it.
I lived through that time period. So much green and orange eyeshadow. So much.
Great. She's wonderful. Highly recommend. She also does some other fantastic makeup tutorials. She's just, I love the one where she does the Cheeto video, the Hot Cheeto song, where she does a parody from Coyote Ugly. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please look it up. Please watch it. It's going to be the best 3.5 minutes of your life. What's her name? Leanne Rhymes actually commented on the video. She's like, this is the highlight of my life. I can die now.
Okay. I have to find a way to send this to the chat somehow, some way.
You can send in the private chat or you can send in the comments. That goes to everyone.
I'm sending it on the Instagram on the Friends of Awkward Siblings. So okay. Charlie, check that out. You guys are talking and I'm doing that.
I love it.
Yes. Yes.
Let's see if I can find a way to share this. Let's see. There we go. I did. Okay, so give me a sec. I will share screen. Eventually I'll remember how things work. Is that it?
Oh, is that a requirement of the job now?
I'm just saying it's like a goal. It's not like a requirement, it's just a goal.
So guys, if you want that in a t-shirt somehow, if you want that on a t-shirt, I already made the design. I don't know how to make the t-shirt.
Or a mug.
Oh, the mug is coming.
Be a great mug.
The mug is coming. The mug is coming, but I don't know how to do that yet. I need to talk to Ava. She might be the one who knows how to do these things.
She is very much into like.
I know you can go to Teespring and put whatever design that you make.
Yeah, Redbubble lets you do that too.
Oh, okay.
I think even Patreon has like a merch thing, but I don't know.
Don't use the Patreon merch.
No, it's horrible.
It's overpriced. It's they want you to charge people like $25 for 3 months so they can have a T-shirt.
Oh no! That's horrible. Ew, no.
What about Redbubble?
I do most of my merch is over on Redbubble. So
Okay.
And I got some Redbubble shirts for my birthday, and they seem to hold up really well
Nice.
from
Okay.
all
I'm
the
gonna go.
washing I've done.
I'm gonna go with Redbubble because I have a mug design for my thriller short story, and the mug is like it has like blood dripping from the brim, and on one side it says the blood of my stalkers, and on the other side is the same thing but in Icelandic.
Oh,
So
nice.
Oh,
it goes with my character who's on screen. So
Very nice.
so yeah, that cute little sweet girl that seems so sweet and kind, but the blood of my stalkers.
Yes, I like that. I like that a lot.
So yeah, that will be my merch. That, and then it says I am the Lady Gaga of the ophthalmologist,
I love it.
and that will be my whole merch store because
So reminds me, I need to put more stuff up on the Redbubble. I made like a bunch of designs. I just haven't put them up.
Good night, Heather.
Good
night,
night,
Heather.
Heather.
And I think Dolores has also gone to bed.
Bye, Dolores.
Bye, Dolores.
So that's a good question because like the next sprint is about to start. The next the next show.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's
think
starting.
I think it's time for us to also part ways because I need to sleep and Stephanie needs to sleep because she needs to wake up early.
So yeah, that was my question of like, should we about wrap it up?
What is
Yes. Yes. So Tessa, go bingo.
Yeah, bingo.
Let's see. I've got Tess. Tess, do you want your name on it?
Sure.
All right. And that is what we're going to do. We're going to do Tessa's. And then we will close out the night. But I know that you all are waiting so much to actually see
I'm
it.
about to go Stephanie on a dog over here.
That's right. I want to know that.
Stephanie on her dog.
I don't know. Okay. So let me figure out. I mean, like, as many times as I share screen, you'd think
You should know how it goes, but yet.
And yet, like, here we are every time, like, I'm like, okay, how do I do it again?
Whoa. Ooh.
There it is.
Love it.
That is a
Fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah, great. Perfect.
Awesome. Tessa, should I send that to you on Instagram?
Yes.
Okay. I will definitely do that. But first, would anyone like to do an outro? Because reading.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
Since nobody else is doing anything. I'm Tessa. I have a channel. I stream live at least 5 nights a week, Eastern Standard Time, in the evening. I have a blog, several blogs. I'm mainly a blogger. I've written over 1,000 short stories and flash fiction. And I'm now writing my first novel, which has morphed into a huge series of novels. Huge series of novels. So one begets many. So that's me.
Welcome to my world.
I think I'll go next.
Sure,
Yeah.
Dog.
Okay, so thank you very much for inviting me. And if you want that I am the Lady Gaga of the ophthalmologist shirt, just let me know. I'll make some merch somehow, somewhere. I am Dulce Silruno, and I truly am the Lady Gaga of ophthalmologist because my eyesight is weird. I am a partially blind own voices author, also known as the Ace from Space. I write primarily sci-fi, but I write also short stories in multiple genres and a little bit of poetry. And I stream on Tuesdays at 8 a.m. Eastern on my YouTube channel, which is Dulce Silruno, as you can see on screen. You can find me all over social media as Dulce Silruno. It's very easy to find. I'm everywhere. Thank you.
Awesome.
Oh, I'm next. Hi.
Are you ready? Or no? Or yes?
I'm
You
good.
don't have to do an outro. I don't want anyone to feel like they have to.
I'm getting better at it because of your channel, Glory. So it's totally fine.
Aw. Well, I guess as a teacher, I'm happy about that as a mild review. Okay.
My name is Stephanie. I have a YouTube channel. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, pretty much anywhere that you can find me. And I have a book that's out that is available on Amazon this week.
Yeah.
Once I make some updates to it, it'll be available for anyone to get on Amazon this week because I took it down.
Book babies.
Book babies.
Yes, I think that's it. I don't know. I'll be streaming tomorrow morning if anybody wants to come back
At 9 p.m. East, 9 a.m. Eastern.
with Megan and Tessa. And
Yeah. And me. And me.
Yes. Oh, and Dal,
Yes.
that's right. Yes. Yeah.
I mean, you would enjoy tonight. You're going
Unless
to
you
love tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern.
unless you don't want me there. I mean,
No.
just let me know.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I know. I'm kidding. I have my alarm set and everything. It's like I'm doing this. I'm attending all the streams. I said I would co-host, not like the last time that I missed one.
Are you going to be in all the streams, Doll?
No. I mean, I was in all the streams that I'm co-hosting. Because I need recharge in between. I'm an introvert. I get tired easily, and so I need recharging after interacting. So today was well spaced out. I was at 8 a.m. with Zara, then at 3 p.m. with Laura. Now here. Now I can sleep, and then I'll be with Stephanie. It's fine. It's well spaced out. I have recharge time in the middle.
Nice. Yeah, I'm definitely ready to eat dinner.
Not like me, who schedules 2 at the same time. And didn't even realize it for quite a few days before it dawned on me what I did.
Well, yeah, like it's hard to see with the like sprints being separate from the chat of like, oh, hold on.
Yeah, exactly. They were separate, so the timing didn't even strike me. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. That's the same time as the other one.
Exactly. Would anyone else like to do an outro? Again, no pressure, man.
Hello, my name is Charlie. I do a lot of stuff. I'm working on an epic fantasy series and whatnot, but since it's taking me forever to get a book out and I am exploring other interests, I have a single that's out.
Yay!
Woo! My second, well, it's actually my 4th song so far this year. 2 of them were cover remix thingies, and 2 were original. This is the latest one. This is Have Mercy, which is now up everywhere, including places I didn't know it was going to be, but they put it everywhere. So it's on Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, like wherever, YouTube. I do wish that YouTube hadn't disabled comments on the video for some reason, but they did, and they won't let me undo that. But yeah, I am really enjoying the community and stuff. I'm going to be back to streaming next week because we're not supposed to be getting more friends. So my back will hopefully not explode on me again. So I'm very excited. Wednesday and Friday at 5 Eastern, I do streams on my C Dorset channel. And yeah, I'm very excited to be doing that again because it felt really weird not doing them. Like, even with the pain and the pain mitigation, I'm just like, I should be streaming right now. It felt weird.
I knew about Wednesday. I didn't know about Friday. I'm like, where is that stream? I can't find it.
That happened to me on Friday, too, after I ate my crawfish of like, oh, well, I wonder if Charlie's stream's still going. And maybe I'll jump in or at least say hi. And then I'm like, oh, there's no link. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I wasn't streaming. Normally I'm streaming Fridays, and I wasn't, so I was looking for one. I'm like, where is it? It's not here.
At the same time, yeah.
This was a very painful week, but this is my spring. Like I to me, spring is pain season. My all of my joints and back are worse in the spring than any other time of year, and this season change for some reason just destroys me physically. So hopefully I won't have to call off too many streams through this. But I wasn't streaming last year. So I don't know how that's going to go this year, but we're supposed to have nice weather next week. So
now, Megan,
yes,
do you want to do one or do you want to pass?
I think since I did an intro, I'll pass on the
You're like, I'm
outro.
good. I've done it all I want. I'm like, okay, I just wanted to check. Because you're always so sweet and polite versus you're in a group of overtalkers.
And I'm a listener.
Yes,
For the
I mean,
most
which of
part.
course I adore. Because I'm nothing without an audience.
Oh no, I do this even when nobody's here. Like even when I'm not screaming, I'm just like.
No,
"Blah,
no.
blah, 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 blah."
That's when I pretend I have an audience. I pretend. I like imagine I'm at a panel, and then I talk to nothing. So anyway,
Same. It's the
Yes.
same here. I'm like,
Maggie
basically-
has so kindly put in Charlie's Spotify link. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. And Tom has put in, if you want to open up the tab to watch afterwards, JB French's Flamey Cheetos song that Leanne Rhymes loves. Be sure in there. And then, okay, so I guess I will do one. Hi. My name is Glory, and you've ended up on my channel or my Twitch stream, and I am so glad that you are here, and I am so impressed that you've made it this far. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you've had a wonderful time. Gosh knows I've had a fantastic time. Every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, I do something on this channel or this Twitch stream, however you want to look at it. I do something. Right now, I'm doing the Awkward Sibling Hour with my brother and friends. And this Monday, we're going to talk about autism and PTSD recovery, or as I like to call it, PTSD recovery. We'd love to have you, especially after the write-a-thon. You may have trauma that you'd like to cash in on. And
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
And then in April, we're going to start with the second season of Getting Excited About Movies. I think you are going to enjoy it. We're going to talk about storytelling. Yes, thank you so much for the stream. And beyond that, I've got a short story on this channel called Mabel Woke Up Dead Today. Highly recommend. It's a dark comedy. You might enjoy it. And if you do, then you're definitely part of my crew. You should totally come. We would absolutely love to hang out. Thank you so much for coming. We hope to see you again. Thank you. Devin has also listed, thank you, sweetheart, listed their playlists. Is that the one of like who's
That's
live
every-
streaming?
playlist.
That's the super mega.
Yes.
Oh,
Thank you for posting it, Devin. I appreciate that. Because the chat will be available on the replay. At least in theory.
All hail the tug waddle is blessing, the tug waddle is truth.
Good night, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow morning on the. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.